right away. You see me? You'll know because no one will be sitting in this chair, and I'll be trying to like keep things moving. So if you see me sitting here by myself, or you don't see anybody sitting here, just try to walk around.
Everybody, good evening. My name is Star Powell. We are the new owners of Christian Radio in town. Everybody needs your agenda app. I'm giving everybody here a 15-minute free interview on the radio. If you just walk in front of the area, what I did, and you have a business card, all you have to do is schedule and come in immediately, and you'll have 15 minutes to let a listener know where you're going with your business. Thank you.
All right. I think the announcements are done. We are live from Tech Alley. This is Jason LeDuc, representing Vegas startup scene. As I said, we are live from Tech Alley. We are for the moment here joined by my good friend Dave Berlin, who we haven't seen here in a couple of months. So welcome back, Dave.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm better now.
You're doing fantastic. It looks like you're recovered, and I know you've got a whole bunch of new things going on. I know you've got someone you want to get on here right away and talk about what they have going on.
Yeah,
We've got our good friend Steve who wants to get on here. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a rundown of the agenda of what's happening here today at Tech Alley in downtown Las Vegas. We're at 3rd Street, Vegas, the corner of Gas Avenue and 3rd Street in Las Vegas. It's weird how that works out. They are the not so new. I guess we've been doing it 7 months here now. Home of downtown Tech Alley. There are wonderful location hosts and sponsors for what we're doing here. So come on down to 3rd Street Vegas if you're in Vegas and you're interested in tech, if you're interested in startups, if you're interested in crypto, AI, drones, marketing, business in any way, entrepreneurship. It's all happening down here at Tech Alley. There's lots of great talks going on, and there are a lot of great people to meet and connect with, and that's really what I think the best part of Tech Alley is.
Yeah, Logan's here.
Logan's here. We're going to try to...
Logan Brown's here. I bet we can kidnap him and get him over here.
I'm going to try to get him on here, but in absence of that, I do need to catch up with Logan. So we're going to give you the quick rundown on what's happening here today at Tech Alley. We have done the coffee and networking portion of Tech Alley already. That starts at 10, but don't fear. Come on back for lunch. Lunch starts at 12:15. If you come on down and register for Tech Alley, everybody gets a free lunch on Taverna Costera. So, and 3rd Street is also selling snacks and all that kind of good stuff here as well. So now that they've got that organized. So our first round of talks is going to start in exactly 1 minute. At 11 a.m. So we have Jackson Wright doing social marketing in Theater 1, the Las Vegas AI meetup in Theater 2 with Tim May, Who's Got My Money with Denise Davenport, filling in for Kurt Walker this month.
Nice.
James Roop doing his blockchain self-custody. I believe James is going to be talking a little bit about his journey incorporating AI into his business and what he's doing today, which I think is going to be fascinating because I'm kind of on that same journey myself right now. Rachel Gomez-Autry hosting from UNLV, hosting Innovation Essentials in Theater 8 or 7. Check the screens when you get down here. Caleb Green will be in the dining room here, the startup attorney, answering your legal questions about startups. And then Irina Krutsenko is also in the dining room. She's a strategic finance consultant. That's the first round of talks. That's going to go from about 11 to about 12:15.
Then lunch.
Lunch from 12:15 to 1:15. And then at 1:15, our second round of talk starts. Our good friend Mike Wilson will be doing the Vegas Crypto Group talk in Theater 1. Josh Stacy will be doing AI Workshop Theater. I have no idea what that is. Maybe we'll get Josh on here to talk about it. Adam Englander will be doing the Las Vegas Python meetup. And the AWS Users Group, Maria Cristidi will be doing that in Theater 8 or 7. Check the monitors. And then from 2:30 to 3:30, we've got How to Profit and Protect When Sharing Your Business Ideas with Acacia Thornton. We got to talk to her on the live stream last month. Really fascinating. And then AI Workshop Theater with Taylor Dondich in Theater 2. So, and I think we just got to meet Taylor off camera here for a second.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get to talk to him.
Glasses,
yeah.
Right? Okay, cool.
So hopefully we'll get to talk to him. So
is he new?
I believe he's new. I don't recognize him, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been here before. So.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, all right. I know you've got someone you want to talk to, an event that's coming up that you guys want to promote.
Yeah.
So let's do that, and then you and I can chat a bit, and or we can just see who's waiting to get on and talk.
Love it.
But go ahead. We'll have you bring your guest on.
This is great, man. It's nice to be back. It
And
feels great.
We'll get to it. Welcome to Live from Tech Alley. And if you like what you see here, you find these people interesting, get on down here if you're in Las Vegas. And if you're not in Las Vegas today, but you're coming to Las Vegas, try to plan your trip for the third Saturday of the month. We're here every third Saturday of the month at 3rd Street, Vegas, doing downtown Tech Alley. So I'm going to get out of this chair. Dave's going to bring on his guests. They're going to talk about an upcoming event.
Love it.
And I'll be back in a minute.
You're a champion. Thanks, Jason. All right. Welcome back, Tech Alley. We got Lawrence Ty, the Incredible, coming over from Creative Mornings, and it feels really good to be back in this seat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass this guy over to our friend here. A little BTS action. No shame. Lawrence.
Yes.
Who would have thunk it, right? We met 6 days ago.
Yes.
We both had our shirts off. Let me explain. Okay. We were at the Sober Rave pool party at Omnia Day Club.
Omnia Day Club.
Hosted
by Ethos, I believe.
Hosted by Etho, right? It was Daybreaker. There's so many incredible. The wellness community here is just amazing. And the first person I saw was the guy behind the camera on the other side, Mr. Jamal, who,
Yes.
For those of you that know, I slipped and fell in January. Jamal's the guy who picked me up at the hospital. So I was just overwhelmed with incredible love and support throughout that whole experience. I've been a little out of the scene, but when I saw Jamal, he introduced me to you.
Yes.
And you said something that had me hooked. And in just a couple days time, here we are.
Here we are.
I introduced you to a whole new circle.
Yep.
You're now plugged in with Tech Alley. We'll have the initiation coming up after this. I did
right.
not tell you about that on purpose.
No worries.
I'm just kidding.
I'm excited.
But no, 2 words that you said to me that really grabbed my attention.
Yeah.
Creative Mornings.
Yes.
What is Creative Mornings? And tell me all about you and how you got involved with this movement.
Absolutely. So for everyone that doesn't know, my name is Lawrence Ty. I am the new host of Creative Mornings. And what Creative Mornings is, it is the largest face-to-face creative community. I believe we have Creative Mornings is in 253 cities across 7 countries. So it is a community that specifically geared towards the creatives. So anybody that wants a platform to speak about their ideas, their businesses, their products, or just even to educate the community, that's what we're here for. We're here to give back. We're here to support. We're here to leave places and people better than we found them.
Yeah.
Everything that we do is for free. We are a nonprofit. So come on through. If you're not in Las Vegas, I'm sure there's one in your city. So all you got to do is just go to creativemornings.com and you will find, there's a drop down menu. You can literally search your city and there will be an event. And the event is usually on the first Fridays, but usually depending on, the speaker, it'd be any Friday actually. So first, second, third, or fourth Friday.
Yeah.
And that's kind of we host it. So
and you guys, so what got me excited about that is that you're doing something that was here before.
Correct.
In fact, when I moved to Las Vegas in 2018, I was desperately in search of community. One of the first communities I found was Creative Mornings.
Right.
And I went to, I want to say, I know I went to at least one event, maybe 2. And then somewhere it sort of slowed down, discontinued, and now it's coming back to life. So
That's
when
correct.
I found out it was a community coming back, it's like it pays homage to me and my story here in Vegas. So I was excited to see that you guys also have some partners.
Yes.
And like where you're hosting it, you're rotating that out.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, just like Dave said, I don't know what happened, but we did touch base with the previous hostess. I think she, had a little too much on her plate, but she did an amazing job as far as bringing the community up. But I think at one point she just kind of had to hand it off. So it went inactive for a little bit, and I heard about it, brought it out. Right now, one of our partners is Adobe. So everything that we do, as far as presenting it, hosting it, it is sponsored and partnered with Adobe. They have great products as far as AI goes. It's amazing. So as far as new partnerships, new sponsors, we're always open to that. and we definitely want to go ahead and, you know, give back. So if there's an opportunity that we can work together, then let's do it.
So let's talk about, we'll talk about the sponsorships and the opportunities.
Sure.
What can people expect? Tell me about the format. Tell me about who this is for.
Okay.
Who this is not for. Like, what's kind of the vibe of what you guys, because you've held an event since you guys have relaunched.
Right.
Who's this for? Like, what's the typical meetup and all of that stuff look like?
Absolutely. And I think that's a great question. As far as who it's for, it's literally for, you know, again, I think when I say creatives, it is almost a bit broad in general, but it literally ranges from artists. It could be an artist, it could be, you know, business, it could be students, it could be for small businesses, it could be for, you know, advisors, it could be anybody that wants to, you know, educate the community on what they're doing or how they're doing things, or just bring back that interactive like experience. Because I feel like we've been so plugged into, you know, social media, and we're learning all of our stuff. But like you said, you didn't have that community before.
Sure.
Right. For me, in the same way, I think the biggest thing for me is entrepreneurship.
Sure.
You know, I've been in the corporate world for so long, and like I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to create something for myself.
Yeah.
And it was just, whether it be the stars, it was alignment. When I moved here in the beginning of the year, my friend was like, "Have you heard of Creative Mornings?" And I was like, "No, what is that?" And he literally said it's a platform for creatives to come together, even entrepreneurs that want to learn about what the community is bringing, like, you know, to the space. And for me, I always wanted a space where I can learn and connect with other entrepreneurs or like-minded creatives. And so with that being said, I'm like, this couldn't be a better time for us to kind of come together and for me to take lead and create that space that I didn't have before.
Yeah.
So the format of Creative Mornings is really simple. It's the first or second Fridays of every month, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You know, we'll get together, we'll meet for the first 10 minutes, introductions, but then we'll kind of give the space to the speaker. And the speaker, I'll give an example. Our first like relaunch of our event, we had a lead guitarist, a lead singer, and he spoke about come on, what did he speak about? What was the theme? Competition. So that was the theme. So each month there will be a theme. So for the month of August, our theme is the word palm, and that I forgot the exact word, but it was like an Arabic word, and it means palm trees, and that represents strength, growth, and kind of power. So it's like, how do we speak to that, right? And
Yeah.
I believe I've asked you to be our, you know, guest speaker for the month of August. So tune in August 14th, which will be the second Friday of August, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Our good partnership with Mothership Coffee.
Love it.
They have sponsored or like kind of worked with us for our first event.
Yeah.
And they've worked with Creative Mornings before.
Yeah.
And they love what we do. And they're so glad that we're back. Just like you're like,
Yeah.
I think the moment that I like said Creative Mornings is back, the whole community was just like,
Yeah.
you know, their ears were up and they were like, oh my gosh, you guys are back.
Well, it was such a powerful event that was happening then, but I really believe that with so many communities that have been created,
Yeah.
launched, relaunched since COVID, there's been so many powerful like things that we've learned of what community is, how to be more successful with it. Perfect example, by introducing you to Tech Alley here, you know, the whole thing for us was like, this is another monthly event.
Right.
What I've learned about communities as I've helped build and serve and help scale multiple communities in many cities is sometimes within their own community, there could be 15 different run clubs, but the ones that are at night will never work with my schedule. So I
Right.
got to go find one during the day.
Right.
So this is a morning meetup. Creative Mornings is a morning meetup.
Yeah.
But there's some events that people only associate meetups or their availability is with the evenings.
Yeah.
So I think it's really powerful to go out and show up and serve other communities.
Absolutely.
Promote what's going on there, because some people might come all the way across town
Right.
to come to your event one time and tell you to your face, hey bro, I came all the way across town. I'm probably never going to be able to come to another event again. I had the day open. I'm here to support.
Right.
And you might be like, oh, you might check out Tech Galley. You might check out this. You might check out
absolutely.
that. And they're going to get plugged in.
Yes.
And it's going to come back full circle.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do this year. I think for me, it was intentional that I want to give back as much as I can. So again, it's just leaving places and people better than I found them. And I think that aligns with exactly what we want to do is as we partner, we want to give back. So yeah, if there's anything that we can do to kind of support any other communities in that way or format,
Yeah.
then by all means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Like you came here, they immediately offered you a spot to make an announcement
Yeah.
during the announcements. And in the back, I was talking to Paris. Shout out to Paris. She does a lot of the social media for them, and she wants to help put your events on their calendar.
Oh my gosh.
So it just,
Thank you.
Yeah, it helps. I think all those things matter. If you could give one piece of advice to anyone who's looking at getting involved in any community, Creative Mornings, any of that stuff, what would be the one piece of advice that you would give?
Ooh, that is a good question. I would say don't shy away and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You never know who you're gonna meet. It's just like we met with our shirts off at Omnia Day Club, right? So
Yeah.
it was just like, had I been my former self,
Yeah,
where I isolated my, because I'm an overthinker.
sure.
So the more I overthink, the more I like hesitate and I overanalyze, and that stops me from, and I used to work for Nike, and at the end of the day, literally what they say, just do it.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever you put your mind to, just put yourself out there. You never know what's gonna happen. You're gonna meet amazing. Sure, you're gonna meet some decent, average people, but then on the off days that you least expect it, you'll meet amazing people like yourself, Dave.
Thanks,
so
man.
thank you so
I
much.
appreciate that. Yeah.
No. Again, I think it's just.
I wouldn't have. I say I wouldn't have done that for anybody. I definitely did that because of Jamal.
Right. So again, and
so
I
high
wouldn't
five to Jamal.
And the thing is, I wouldn't have, met my videographer, which is your good friend Jamal. I wouldn't have met him had I not joined the run clubs.
Yeah.
I
There it is.
never in a million years,
Yeah.
prior
I was at
to
a walk club before I got here.
There
And
you
it
go.
was on the other side of town.
There you go.
But I went and I met 3 people
Right.
that now I'm just like, wow.
and all you
let's
did
go.
and all you did was you woke up and you made a decision and you're like, this is what I'm going to do today intentionally.
Yeah.
And that's one of the huge things that I would say is be intentional, have direction, because if you don't, you're literally just lost in the masses.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the big things for me this year, as far as like a New Year's resolution, was to be intentional, was to be directional, was to be, I want to curate the community that I want that aligns with my interests. I want to be in the environment that I want to be in, as opposed to going with the flow.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my one advice is just be intentional, be directional. Don't be afraid. Put yourself out there. Say what you want to say. It's always better to say too much than say nothing at all. And then you never know what kind of connections you can make. And like I said, I would never expect to be in front of a podcast today talking about Creative Mornings, about how I can help the community, support the community, support our sponsors, support our partners. Again, shout out to Adobe for working with Creative Mornings. Shout out to Mothership Coffees that has been part of the whole creative communities or the Creative Mornings experience ever since, day one here in Las Vegas. And now that we're reactivating and rebooting Creative Mornings Las Vegas, they're going to continue supporting us, but we're also continuing to looking for other sponsors that need the platform. So, we're working with small businesses, local businesses. If you need a shout out, if you need a platform, this is a place for creatives, for individuals that just looking for a place to belong. Just like you, just like me, where we didn't have that community in the first place, but we were in the search of it. So here it is.
One little fun thing. I filled out the profile.
Okay.
So where can they find you? Where can people go to find the event?
Oh, go to creativemornings.com
And then find
/
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Right. And then from there, you'll see the events, our prior events, and then future events to come.
Yeah, I love that. And so I set up my profile on there, so, you know, to speak and stuff like that.
There you go.
There's a fun little question on there. It says, "Are you single?" and it's like, we believe in, you know, helping you connect. And so I put single, and it like,
There you go.
puts a little heart.
It puts a heart next
it
to
puts
your
a heart
profile.
on my profile.
Because and I think that's beautiful because we're so lost in this digital age of scrolling and like, you know, trying to meet people. Like, I think in the direction of, yes, AI is such a big thing now, but there's going to be two groups. There's going to be one group that will continuously to be plugged in. But I think right now we're looking for that interactive human experience now. We want to come back.
Yeah.
And I think what Creative Mornings does, along with all these other run clubs that you see, these health and wellness, they're promoting that, hey, we need to come back to our sense of self and reconnect with our human side.
I love
and
that.
I think it's beautiful that we're able to say, yeah, I'm single. I'm looking for a partner, you know.
I just thought that was different. I hadn't seen any other ones.
I
that
think
did
it's really,
that,
really
so.
cool. Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Dave.
I'm excited for next month.
Yes,
I'm
August
excited
14th.
to see all the things that you guys are bringing to the community. Thank you so much, man. And
Thank you, Dave.
I'll see you soon.
I appreciate it. Thank
All right,
you.
buddy. Lawrence Ty with Creative Mornings. Such a cool organization. I'm really excited to see what it does coming back, and all of the people that it reactivates that were involved in the community before. So, what is up, man?
I got to catch up with Logan Brown. They had to take off. He and his partner had to take off.
Aw.
But I got to catch up with Logan and see what he's doing, and we'll get him on. He's got a bunch of things going on. So
Cool.
So
Love
we'll get him. We'll get him on here on the Leader's Mindset or some other video package for you all to see. But
love
our good
that.
friend Logan Brown,
Yeah. And I think what was that guy's name? I can grab him for you.
Taylor, I think
Taylor.
it is. Well,
Okay.
he's talking to someone.
Okay,
So
cool.
let's get caught up with what Dave
Yeah.
Berman has going on
Yeah, man.
with your Meta glasses.
Yeah, with my Meta glasses. I got the Meta.
I would like to say you're the first person to come on here with the Meta glasses,
But I'm not.
Sadly, you are not.
I'm
you,
not.
you were
It's okay.
you were beaten by a young woman last month.
Dang it. No, these have been really fun. I bought them on 3rd of July, and it was really something that pays homage to the story of the boombox. I bought the boombox, the first one, back in 2001. It was 4th of July weekend, right before 9/11. And it was like 25 years. And I said, that was a good decision. I had been thinking about the Meta glasses for a minute, and I said, you know what, let's do it. And so many cool opportunities and flips and just, so that's been a lot of fun. But yeah, catching up for me, I took a little bit of a step back as far as a lot of the volunteer community stuff that I've been doing.
Well, you were very busy.
But that came from the injury, right? Which I think we'd been on here and talked a little bit about that before.
You were. I'm going to be honest with you and to be frank with you. I'm going to be direct with you. You were a little overextended even before the injury.
True. But that shined a light on it, right? It really did shine a light on it. So took a step back, really focused on the wedding and all the stuff that I've been doing to make money. But I did a 21 wedding sprint in 2 months. To get back on, the event train, get back doing stuff again.
I've been tracking your Instagram stories, and it seems like every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're doing a wedding, maybe two.
Pretty much, yeah. It's been. I'm very blessed to have that kind of opportunity, but also to the point of just having Lawrence on. I've really been looking at what other people are doing with community. I think you and I have both been very heavily rooted in the veteran community, but also in the startup community.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've started spending a lot of time, and it came sort of from the rehab from the injury. I've gotten really involved in the wellness community, and it's been really fascinating to see what people are doing with that. It's almost creating a challenge in the Las Vegas ecosystem that I'm sure is happening in cities around the world, but so much of the revenue that Vegas relies on is people coming here and partying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a really big step of that happening, and you're starting to see people launch new events and initiatives that are just completely selling out.
I think it's great.
But you're also seeing alcohol sales go way down. So I'm fascinated by
So get on it, people. Get drinking.
Yeah, get drinking. There's still enough people out there that drink for all of us.
I think the alcohol sales are going to be fine.
But it's been interesting to see the communities that are coming from that. I came from a walk club this morning.
Yep.
As I'm getting a little bit more mobile, just a little mile walk that we do.
I may be getting this wrong. You have been going to like these sober pool parties.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
what I've been seeing?
So Lawrence, the guy who was just on, I met him at Omnia Day Club last Sunday, and it was 9 a.m. yoga, 10 a.m. dance party.
Yep.
Until 1 o'clock. And they
when the main event kicks off
sold
for the
no
day.
alcohol. It was all like kava, matcha, coffee, all kinds of like drinks, like spritzers, but not with alcohol.
But
like
no booze.
Yeah, no booze. So yeah, there was 1,000 people. I mean, it was a sold out event. They had a line around the building.
It's fantastic. I
So
think it's great.
Yeah, so I went to that.
Clearly, there's demand for it. If it's 1,000 people and it's sold out, and there's still people
Yep.
waiting to get in,
Yep.
good on you. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool. So what else? What else is going on? What are you working on?
The main thing that I'm working on right now is, as I've really dug back into the wedding business, there's a lot of times people from the outside looking in, they were like, oh, you do weddings. A lot of that comes from partnerships. So what I've been doing is a lot of work in the strategic partnership realm, where I've mainly been working with the same 2 or 3 venues. We've expanded our partnerships with some properties on the Strip. We're on approved vendor list more for that now. So really just trying to be a little bit more involved in that side of the community. What that did lead me to, and in fact, the only volunteer organization that I did stay on board with was Disrupt HR, which is kind of like TED Talks, but for the HR community. We have a big event coming up September 24th. That'll be with Ashlyn Valdez. We'll probably have her come on in August and talk a little bit more about that event. Same maybe goes for September because it'll be right before. But that's really a great opportunity to get a lot of the people that really lead the hospitality hiring initiatives to give their voice and opinion for some things that may need to change locally here in Las Vegas, but may need to change across industries across the United States and beyond.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a lot of change coming up. A lot of the way we've always done stuff is not only going to be suboptimal, it's just going to not work anymore, I think.
Well, you have 2 forces at work, right? You have the I feel like the wake of post-pandemic and the way that we worked changed with a lot of people working from home and things like that. And that was what became the new norm. But very quickly with things like AI and things like that, it's changed the workforce drastically just in the last few months.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of stuff with AI, and I mean, if that computer weren't doing this right now, it would be running all these AI tasks. So it's gonna
You almost got to get a separate
when I get it
computer
home
just
today,
for
it's gonna
that.
get switched over and plugged back into the Wi-Fi at the home office, and it's gonna have probably 6 or 7 tasks. It just starts running right away, and but yeah, and it's great. But I mean, things that have been on my plate for years that I didn't even have a chance didn't have the time to get started, now are running and fully fleshed out and have been through several iterations and are just going, and just goes and finds data, pulls data in, looks at things like social media analytics or YouTube analytics or whatever it is, looks at all these things, pulls it in, analyzes it, spits out recommendations. Those recommendations get picked up by other tasks, and those just goes and goes. And
And so to that point too, that's also after 16 years in the wedding industry, I can definitely say that I've mastered many elements of my part of the industry, but I have not been able to automate those yet. And that's what I'm very much excited at. I'm meeting with some other veteran entrepreneurs they're doing similar things, and hopefully I'll have an answer to that that I can share in the wedding industry soon.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to find a lot of things in your planning phases.
Yeah,
are and even in the communication.
Yeah,
right. One of the things I've done for the Leaders Mindset podcast is I've set up like, okay, your recording your interview is coming up. Here's what you need to.
Yeah.
Here's what you need to
Here's how to be
prepare for.
prepared, yeah.
we did your interviews coming up. Please, in 3 weeks, please send your headshots so we've got it when we do the editing and all your links, all that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
What else? Oh yeah, like your air date is coming up. Please send us this kind of information so we have it
That's
when
cool.
we do the episode descriptions and all that kind of stuff. And then 2 weeks after the air date, hey, this was a great moment from your episode. Hey, please give us a testimonial of being on the podcast. And you can either write it or send us a video, and then it sends it in, and between kind of a couple different AI platforms I have running it, it reads it sends the email or drafts the emails I send them. It reads the emails. It updates databases with all kinds of stuff. It lets me know when stuff comes in. It lets me know when I need to send stuff out.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. So it's
I'm here for it.
It's getting to like where every morning when I'm done with the morning routine, I get in front of the computer and there's just a bunch of stuff that goes, here's what needs your attention.
Yeah.
Look at the email drafts, edit them however they need to be edited, send them. I mean, a lot of times it's just click send, click send, click send. So
that's cool.
I haven't gotten to the point where I'm ready to let it send out emails just on its own yet.
Yeah.
But it's great because it looks at the changes I make in the email, like when it sees in the sent items, and it goes back and puts that back in its database of this is how Jason writes and talks.
Yeah, well, I think I'm getting more confidence in it the more that I learn about it. But I also then I'll go through and I'll see where you could tell where there's a lot of people being very careless with it.
Yeah.
And like I saw there's a lot of people are really slamming on all the flyers, like because it's very obvious when it's an AI flyer, but like the things that people aren't even proofreading is like it'll have the complete wrong information. Yeah. Like it'll have the wrong date, the wrong year, the wrong.
You can't be lazy with it.
Exactly.
You can. Yeah. Do you want to come up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll pick this up in a couple of minutes. So
yeah.
So
Sounds
all
good
right.
to me.
Thanks, Dave. Well, we'll pick this up in a couple of minutes. That's just Dave. Yeah. No. Jump on. Let's get you.
What's that?
Get comfortable, and let's get this mic real close to your face. Pull that chair in just a little bit, because with some of the background noise, we want to make sure we're picking you up and not the background noise. There you go. That's going to be good. All right.
Chris.
All right. We haven't gotten to meet yet. I'm Jason. Aziza. So
to meet you.
tell us what you have going on.
So, hello. Is this the camera right
Yep,
here?
right there.
Okay. Hi, I'm Aziza Reed. I'm the owner and a founder of Aziza Reed Consulting. So we have a financial wellness program. We're B2B to C model. So employers hire us to be a part of their wellness package, and we teach their employees their benefits, how to best utilize their money, so that way they're not leaving money on the table. Yep. So.
Very cool. And I think you mentioned in your announcement this morning, you also have a tech platform you're working on.
Yes. With the support of Amazon Web Services, I've developed a financial wellness software, right? And it's kind of that same concept where we're bringing the employers and employees back to the money table, understanding how to utilize their benefits. So that way there's any cost saving strategies on the employer side, and the employees is taking full advantage of what they have. So
what are some of the benefits that a lot of employees don't take advantage of that they probably have from their employers and may not have really paid attention during onboarding and said, hey, you've got this benefit?
It's definitely the matching. You'd be surprised how much matching is left on the table. There was actually a study done this year. I can't recall the actual number, but it was multi-billions of dollars being left on the table just off of employees not understanding their matching, right? And they said the average is $1,300 a year. And if you take that and compound that over time, if it was invested, we're talking a lot of money there.
$1,300 a year
per employee.
Per employee at let's call it 6%. Yeah. That's a lot of money, right?
That's a lot of money. And that's just because they're not being properly educated on how it really truly works. So
is the challenge in the way employees are being onboarded about their benefits?
I think
is it that employees are, when you're starting a new job, you're just kind of not like all you're really paying attention, like how quick can I get out of here so I can get to work kind of?
Right.
Is it a combination?
I think it's I think it's on the employer side.
Okay.
So when I graduated, I have my bachelor's degree in accounting. I am an accredited, I should have started with that. I'm an accredited financial counselor, so I have my accreditation.
Very important.
So I'm skilled in this. And when I worked for one of the top 4 accounting firms in the country after graduating, they did what they do with a lot of employees. They send your benefit, your retirement plan in the mail. And there you go. Sign up,
Yep.
read the packet, figure it out. And there was no lunch and learns, no education. So you're like,
Yeah, and I think a lot of employers do that, right? They either hand you a packet that they say, and my only really experience working for a corporate agency is the Air Force. So it's just
Yep,
like,
my husband's
so
Air Force.
not only are you signing paperwork, they're like yelling at you and cutting your hair at the same time. But a lot of employees, you sit down, whether it's in person or
Right.
online training or whatever it is, and they like, here's your packet.
Yep.
You get to read through that, and it's like
Yes.
this, right?
Yes.
You get to read through this later and figure out
Yes.
what your benefit choices are. I'm going to take this 15-minute block to make sure
Right.
you sign the things I need you to sign.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, hey, well, we sent it to you in the mail, so we did what we were supposed to do.
Right.
But like to your point, me being like, say for example, I was first generation to graduate and get my degree. So there was no conversations about money growing up. So I had to listen to my coworkers. And if you think about that, it's just like, I feel like the employers have to come, especially in today's times, cost is up for everybody, employers and employees.
Yeah.
So the goal is to get everybody back to the money table and start to really invest that and pour that back into your employees. And you get that in return, right?
Yep.
They need loyalty too. It costs to lose employees.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about that. I do want to talk about that in a second. Yeah, well, I mean, you went to business school for
Yeah.
accounting, so
Yeah.
so you got to be around kids who are like those kids that we all know and kind of don't like, who are like always talking about interest rates and return on investment and annual rates of return and that kind of stuff. But when you're in business school and you've got those conversations happening all the time, something clicks in your brain. You go, I got to start paying attention to this. You go, oh, this is how this really works. This is how finance really works. Once you understand how finance and really how money really works,
right?
And you don't need to go to business school to do that. It's just an environment where everyone's always talking about, because those kids are always talking about it.
Yeah, and then you touch on a great point. It's that environment that plays a part in the psychology, and that's what I teach in my program. That's actually the first layer, because people think that money is just a 1 + 1 = 2. It's a mathematical thing. But what pushes some people to do it versus some who don't do it? And there is that psychology, that behavioral aspect that plays a part into it too. So that's a very important conversation about money as well, that gets commonly ignored because they want to jump to a budget. You know what I mean? So
I mean, budgets are important. I don't want to say they're not important, especially if you don't have a lot of self-discipline.
Exactly.
Budgets are great, but like what I'm saying is we've all got that friend who's that money nerd who won't shut up. Instead of going, oh my God, will you shut up? Just sit there and listen.
Right.
Just sit there and listen to that kid.
Yeah. And it's also, sometimes it's who it comes from too.
Yep.
Because you can hear it from your parents. Say, for example, it's like, and then you get it from somebody that you admire or somebody you respect. And then you're more like, okay.
Also, if you're that money kid, don't be the, you got to do this guy.
Right.
Be the guy who's like, oh my God, this is so cool. Have you seen this?
Right. And there's always some everybody has that click where it's like, okay, now I get it. Right. So
fantastic. Okay. So I do want to shift gears back to, because what a lot of employers don't understand is they're also leaving, whether it's money or financial benefits, whether it's tax benefits, they're leaving benefits for themselves on the table as an employer if their employees don't follow through on what they need to do. So let's talk about that for all our employers out there, our startup founders who may be hiring people right now. Your business is growing, your business is starting to scale. Here's why it's important to you as a founder or a business owner, or if you're in HR, to make sure those employees follow through on, I mean, ideally, you're not just handing them a packet and telling them to get out of there, but making sure that if you are doing that, making sure they follow through on all those things.
Yes.
So why is this important? What are the benefits employers are leaving on the table?
Well, for one, if you're putting money aside for wellness, whether that's student loan stipends or reimbursements and daycare stipends. So if that money is in programs you've already spent, right? So it's there for the employees to take access to it. So if you're leaving money on the table from a cost perspective, that doesn't make any sense, right? And then they say for every dollar you invest in your employees, you get $6 in return. So instead of just wasting that, understanding, okay, here's the available benefits every employee has. How do I get them to utilize it so that way I'm not leaving it on the table? Or also, what are they not using that I could get rid of and shift it to something else?
Right. If it's unpopular and people are like, I don't care, I don't want to use it, then shift it, right?
Yes.
And there are a lot of things. I'm a veteran. Dave is a veteran. As an employer, there are programs you can put your company into if you're hiring veterans that are also operating. If you're not in those programs, but you've hired veterans, you want to hire veterans, you're leaving money on the table as well. There's a lot of benefits you can be getting for training veterans, you know, updating their training, giving them new skills that you can get that money for. Also, on the technology side, SBIR, STTR, where you can get the government to pay you to develop the technology you want to develop for your company because they're interested in it as well.
Right.
So don't leave this money on the table. Make sure you follow through. Make sure your employees follow through on what they need to do.
Yes, that's important because, like, when they got, I know they talk about this, when they got rid of the pension, that, like I said, the employer just kind of shifted the financial burden onto the employees, but there was never any educational piece in between that. And now we're getting to a head of the generations retiring with the 401k and figuring out, did that strategy actually work? And it's already failing. So let's start to really get back, like I said, get back to the money table, the employer and the employees alike. So that way, number one, you're getting that retention level because the employees know if you care. So it'll see that you care about your employees. And then from an employee's perspective, you can figure out the cost savings and the cost strategies for your business.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've money nerded enough. Tell us how you come in and help companies with this.
So basically, I have my program where we go through a series of different stages where it's in a classroom form, and I offer one-on-one consulting follow-up where I sit there and I help guide your employees understanding their finances, even from a behavior like a psychology. I make sure that is woven into the program, so that way from the start to the finish, it's about a 7 to 10 week program that they're more equipped and better understanding of their own personal finances.
Excellent. Was this your first Tech Alley?
Here, yes, this main one. I went to Henderson a couple times. Yeah,
Henderson's coming up. I don't think I've mentioned it. I will be with our good friend Haz Rushdie hosting the pre-show and the post-show online for Tech Alley Henderson coming up this Wednesday. So I will be down there as well this week. So.
Okay. Nice.
Very cool. What do you think of Tech Alley here in downtown?
It's great. This is, like I said, it's my first time. I got a chance to meet Joshua. He invited me so I can come and talk about what I'm working on the tech side as far as the software. And I mean, it's great. I'm learning so much, so I'm getting acclimated. So
and there's really, really great people here. I say it all the time. The talks are great.
Yeah.
It's nice to get a free lunch. It's all that kind of stuff is nice. But really the value of Tech Alley and why you should come down is the people that you meet here, the connections you'll make. Companies have been started by people who met here at Tech Alley, and they have gone off. They've gotten investors. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. We have had investment bankers from New York City see clips from this live stream and say, I love what you're doing there in Vegas. I want to learn more about the ecosystem there, the companies there, and I want to come on your show.
Nice.
We have had people watch this show and have been. Our good friend Mark Phelan was in like a SCORE seminar, looking on his phone on LinkedIn and saw us doing this live stream on LinkedIn and jumped into the comments. And I do see there are comments over there. I will jump in and read the comments in a second. Like he immediately got in the comments and said, where is this? I want to come down. How long are you going to be there? How do I get involved today? So it's, I mean, what we're doing here with the live stream, what's happening in Tech Alley, it's turning into real business for people and real things that are growing our ecosystem and our larger Vegas business community here. So it's growing. What Josh and the team here put together is amazing, and they're kind enough to let me engage in my nonsense with the camera and microphones while they do it. So.
And everybody's nice and welcoming, so you can come alone if you have to.
I mean, the first couple times I came alone.
I'm alone as well today. But just a quick plug. As I mentioned, as far as our software, we're in the pilot stage. So we are looking for businesses. If you have 50 employees or less, we want to do the proof of concept before we go back and ask for more money. And we are, like I said, with the support of Amazon Web Services. So
How does everybody reach you? Look in that camera. Tell everybody how they find you.
Hello, everybody. Again, I'm Aziza Reed. You can visit my website at www.azizareed.com, as well as my email info@azizareed.com. So that's AZEEZAREED, info@azizareed.com.
It doesn't get any easier than that. So is there anything you want to leave us with before we let you go?
I think, like I said, my goal as far as my business software, like I said, is to bring everybody back to the money table. Everybody's working separate. Everybody's working in silos, but it's now it's time to come together. Cost is up for everybody, businesses, employees. So now is definitely the time. And that's my goal, is to get everybody back to the money table.
Yep. Those benefits are there for you, whether you're the employee or you're the employer.
Yep.
The benefits are there. Don't be afraid to talk about money.
Yes.
That's a big thing we got from our grandparents in the post World War II generation is we don't talk about money. Don't be afraid to talk about money.
Ask questions.
Go talk to that annoying friend who won't shut up about the math and the money math nerd stuff.
Right.
Talk to each other. About how you're using your benefits.
Yes.
You don't have to get into how much is in your account.
Yep.
But don't be afraid to talk about money, and don't be afraid to talk about making money.
Right. Money is a team sport. Never forget that.
I love it. That's the quote. That's the clip. That's the clip. All right. Thank you, Aziza.
Well, that was good. Thank you.
Good. I'm glad. All right. Taylor's ready for us. We're ready for Taylor. I love it when it works out like that. So go ahead and have a seat. And just make sure your mouth is real close to this microphone, like about a fist away.
It's not my first rodeo.
Okay, cool. It's funny because I'll tell people that and they'll go, "Okay, I got it," and then they'll immediately do this.
No. Yeah.
All right. So we just met today.
Yeah.
I don't know a damn thing about you.
Oh, man.
Tell us what you have going on.
The first exciting thing is I'm a Vegas native, born and raised here.
Oh, so you're like one of four.
Oh, yeah. I'm like that unicorn, right?
Yep.
And I just came back. But, I've worked for great companies. I have 20 years of technology experience, in the trenches. I first started off as a network engineer for the Four Queens Casino here in town.
Oh.
But then I worked for great companies in the
I
Silicon Valley.
I think a lot of people would be really surprised to find out the Four Queens actually had a computer network, but
Oh yeah. An interesting story about that is, so I got to drag network cable all through the Four Queens, through the ceiling and everything like that.
It sounds like so much hard work, but it sounds so much fun being a pioneer 20 plus years ago, getting this done.
Yeah. But I got to see the surveillance of old, literally cut out holes in the ceiling where security guards would just be looking for cheating, which was really, really cool. And then when I left that job, they put me in a room and was like, you are not allowed to gamble here for 2 years. Nobody is allowed to gamble here for 2 years, or you will go to jail.
We take it very seriously here in Nevada.
Because I was in charge.
These are not jokes. This is very serious.
I was in charge of the database that would actually figure out payouts, percentage payouts. So I had keys to the kingdom there.
Yeah.
But no, I worked for great companies also in Silicon Valley.
Did you have to have a gaming license, or were you
No,
under? You were under the whoever your boss's boss's boss.
Probably,
license.
yeah.
But you had to follow all the rules.
Oh, I had to follow a lot of rules, but I didn't.
I'm
I
just
didn't
curious
touch money
how
or
far the
anything.
gaming licenses go down in the organization.
Not when I was working. Maybe
Okay,
that'll change.
that's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I've also worked for great titans of tech. I was a senior engineer at Yahoo when Yahoo was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yahoo's still cool. Yahoo Finance is still great.
Yeah, but after Yahoo, I realized I really like being part of organizations that are smaller and growing and being part of their exponential growth. So I started being, a technical leader, joining companies as VPs of engineering, chief technical officer, figuring out what's it going to take to hockey stick the growth and then exit. So I've been part of 5 really great, fantastic, successful exits.
That's awesome.
I love building great products. I like to joke, even though I'm a technologist, I'm a people person. Right? So I build amazing teams of people, and I try to make sure that we're solving people's problems. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
So you've been a CTO.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by CTOs because I come from a technical background, but I wouldn't consider myself a CTO. And I think it's such a unique role in a company. What was your experience like being a CTO, and how do we, my question for whether they're tech founders or CTOs or whatever their role is how do we help build those future CTOs for our companies to help them grow and scale?
That's a great question. So I'll give a perfect example of like the company I was the last successful exit. I was the CTO for a company called Security Trails, which had the audacious goal of creating an inventory of the entire public internet and then doing vulnerability scannings across that entire space at scale. Massive problem, right? And then we were successfully acquired by Recorded Future, a global intelligence company, which then was acquired by MasterCard. Huge deal. But when they first introduced me to the organization, they already had a CTO on board. And I was asked, like, come in and figure out why we're not growing, why we're not scaling, why we have so many technical regressions and issues.
Come in and have some fun
Yeah,
without all the responsibility.
Just talk and to help us figure it out. And so they had a CTO, and I talked to everybody in the organization, all the stakeholders and stuff like that. But I did talk to the CTO, brilliant engineer, great technologist, but he didn't want to be a CTO. He wanted to be a coder. In a lot of startups, they think the natural evolution is the main coder or anything should be the CTO.
Right. And I mean, every industry. Well, you've been here the longest. That guy left. You're in charge
you get
now.
promoted up over and over. But engineers, if they stay just as a tech monkey or a code engineer and a developer, and I love developing code and everything like that, if they stay in that space, they're not going to be a successful CTO because the CTO is a people manager, right? Yeah. They're very product aligned, but their goal is to build the technical teams. Their goal, my take on it is, I want to build teams of people that are way smarter than me. I cannot be the smartest person in the room, and that's very easy for me. But I want to build teams of the most successfully brilliant technologists and give them the tools to succeed and then get the heck out of their way.
Yeah.
That's my playbook for being a really successful CTO.
I think that's fantastic. I always look at the job. I came back, I was 20 years in the Air Force, so I grew from tactical thinking to strategic thinking. It's one of the hardest problems in all of leadership. But a CTO has to think about not just how does the technical team solve the problem, what are the problems worth solving?
Oh, yeah. Product alignment is extremely important, right? So part of like when I join an organization, a lot of it is product misalignment.
Yep.
Like they're building the wrong things. Like, especially if they're a pure technical company, they want to feel smart. They're reinventing the wheel.
Yep.
They're going through all the lessons that maybe another company has already learned, and we should glean from that, Or they want to build a pure technical product, and they're figuring out, like, why aren't people using our product? And it's like, well, you're trying to build a product, not a solution.
Yeah.
You're not being solution oriented, And so a lot of, my success in the past has been steering a technical organization to being more solutions driven.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
yeah.
it.
And I'm thankful that I've seen quite a few successes, And so, I love being part of Tech Alley. Joshua and I go way back. Back when Punch Code was a boot camp here, I was an advisor for boot camp for a few years. It's great. And like I said, I'm a Vegas local, so I love seeing tech communities here thrive, which is great. And now, with my decades of experience, I'm happy to share some knowledge.
That's fantastic, because that's what Tech Alley is all about. And it's been so great to watch this ecosystem evolve over the 5 years since Tech Alley started. And I give Josh and the Tech Alley team, I give them a lot of credit for starting to help build the connections in this ecosystem where people come together month after month, week after week, and start spending time with each other. Because company's been built out of two people meeting at Tech Alley.
Yeah.
It's Josh is one of them.
It's interesting because, back in I would say year 2000, there was a big surge of trying to be a very strong technically savvy area here in downtown Las Vegas. And there was a lot of pros and cons and lessons learned from that experience. But I think we're starting to become more realistic with our expectations. Vegas is Vegas, and we have a lot of small businesses here that are not technically savvy, but they want to be. Yep. They want to learn how to adopt new technologies, AI being one of them, right? And that's one of my talks that I'm giving today, and my new startup that enables it. But I look through here, and there's good pockets of really technically savvy people, but a lot of the people here in Tech Alley are also going, okay, well now what? How does this solve my problem?
Yep.
I want to be more technically sound, or at least try to understand how this technology will help my business grow, because there's a lot of law firms here, hospitality companies and things like that, where they say technology is not our driving product, but we need to use technology and we need to learn that. And so it's great that Tech Alley is a venue of education, right? And showing how to enable organizations to bring technology to drive a solution. I think it's a fantastic experience. And we're now moving into not trying to pump us up as like a technical powerhouse, but a technical enablement community.
Yeah, and it's great because the connections are happening, and people are instead of this downward push from above of build a tech community, build a tech community, build a tech community. It's this grassroots upward push of let me go find the people who are doing cool stuff and let me go hang out with them and let's go do cool stuff together.
Yeah.
And I think that's really how you build an ecosystem.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It becomes more supportive versus patting yourself on the back mentality. So it's great.
Awesome. All right. Well, tell us about your talk you're giving today and your startup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the talk today, I'm talking about AI that shows up for work, right? So we all use AI in our lives now.
One way or another.
One way or another.
But if you don't think you are,
Do you remember the first time you used like ChatGPT?
Yeah, it was a few years ago. I was using ChatGPT a lot for research, but about 6 months ago, was someone sitting here. We went back when we were doing these outside. Started talking about Notion and how Notion AI and what it could do. And I said, oh, that's interesting. So I looked into Notion AI, and then I looked into Claude Cowork. And now, like, if that computer weren't doing this, it would be running a whole bunch of Claude Cowork tasks all day long.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of catching up to do when I switch it over to the main profile. But yeah, I've been using Claude Cowork for probably a good 6 months now.
Okay.
And it's letting me do all kinds of things that have always been on the to-do list. And I never had time to even sit down and think through, how do I structure the problem here? Because what I can do with Claude Cowork is, all right, let's start something new. Here's what I think the problem I'm trying to solve is. Go think about this, and I'm going to go do some other stuff, and I'll come back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember my first experience with ChatGPT, and it was like really like right when it first came out.
Yep.
It was publicly available. And I was like, all right, I'm going to kick the tires on this, and I'll ask it a few questions. But I remember my prompt saying, okay, I want you to answer my questions in as much detail as possible, but also understand you are president of the Taylor Swift fan club, so every answer you give me must relate to Taylor Swift. I was just giving it for giggles, but
Now that's fun.
that was fun. And so we were asking technical discussions, and it was coming back, and it's like, and yeah, Taylor Swift was blah, 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 blah. And I got a chuckle out of it, but I also realized, like, there's something to this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
It is going to evolve. And so you have a natural progression, right? You started with like, chat, personal assistants and everything. And now you're going towards more automation and orchestration.
Agents, yeah.
Yeah. So in my talk, I talk about 5 stages of AI enablement for organizations, right? So from personal individual use, I'm opening up ChatGPT in my browser, I'm uploading a document and everything like that, all the way to true AI enablement in an organization where you actually have AI collaborating with your entire team and enabling everybody. Right. And there's multiple stages in between those two stages. And each of them have pitfalls, legal implications, data privacy implications, cost, operation implications. And so my talk talks about it, not from a technical perspective, but from an execution perspective.
Yeah. And that's so important because, like I said, I've been doing this with agents for about 6 months, but it is, not only are there a lot of growing pains getting them first started, it's constant maintenance and checking and making sure that they're giving you not the results you want, but they're doing the work you're asking them to do and giving you honest answers and things are feeding from one thing to the other as they're supposed to. And when something's not working right, going and asking it, why didn't this work right? And it's just like having employees, right?
Yeah.
Hey, something didn't go right here. How do we? What happened? How do we fix it for the future?
I want you to anchor on what you just said. It's like having employees.
Yes.
Because that's what my startup really kind of resolves with AI enablement for organizations. So my startup is called Fellow Hire, fellowhire.com. And what we do is we white glove create bespoke AI fellows that live in your organization. They'll be in your Slack or in your teams, and they are very role specific. And we white glove train them on the context of your organization, the people it works with, your business processes, the tools you use. And the tools you use could be like, oh, we only have on-premise and we have like Windows documents in our file share. And we're a legal company, so we have to be highly compliant and secure and everything like that. But we're able to enable that for you. And so you'll actually have like Alice sitting in your Microsoft Teams environment, who is an AI fellow, who already knows who you are, what your role is, your communication style, the tools, what you're expecting, and become very, very efficient.
Yeah.
And so, we have companies that have 3 or 4 AI fellows, all with different roles, and they've been all specialized trained, and the feedback that we've gotten is it's extremely effective, because most organizations, if they're a little bit more mature in the AI adoption, they have automated processes kind of happening. Build this marketing campaign, check email, check for follow-ups, repeatable tasks. But the reality is a lot of the smart work that happens in organizations are ad hoc. There are communications that are happening between people in the company, right? And so a lot of this ad hoc workload can also be AI enabled with a fellow that acts as an employee, acts as a peer in your organization. So that's what Fellow Hire does. We do it from the ground up to be highly secure, SOC, ISO compliant. We follow all the great rules, and we ensure with a constant loop that our AI is extremely effective in your organization.
Yeah, and that's great, because like if you're like, for me, it's just me and my company. I'm doing stuff. I can 24/7. I can go look at something and go, oh, that's not working the way it's like. Let's sit down. Let's figure this out. Let's fix it. But if you're running a law firm, or you're in gaming, or you're in construction, or whatever you're in, and it's an industry where you have lots of rules you have to be in compliance with all the time.
Oh, sure.
You don't want yourself or your own employees kind of experimenting with this.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And just kind of iterating and trying to make it better. You want someone like you to come in and look at the whole picture and go, okay, here's how we're going to set up AI fellows for you so that you have confidence and your risk is low of letting these things happen. And then you kind of watch and make sure things are happening the way they're supposed to.
Risk is very high, so I've talked to a lot of organizations where Bob in accounting and Alice in support, they're all using ChatGPT, but they have their own prompts, they've had their own conversations, so the context is different. And then if another person in a different department needs to adopt an AI tool, they're having to retrain the AI all over again. But then also, you've got these people that are opening up like ChatGPT desktop and like just sending documents willy-nilly that are client documents, legal documents. And I don't know, have you turned on the data privacy in ChatGPT or Cloud Code?
I have not. I don't use ChatGPT, but also coming from an Air Force background, if I think something needs to be private, I would never put it up into ChatGPT or into Claude. Like I do, I've started doing film production, and so I have a lot of scripts that people have written. But I don't put the scripts up into an AI, because that's somebody's intellectual property. And I want to make I know it's not supposed to happen, but I don't know for sure it won't happen, that some part of an AI will get trained on a script that I upload, right?
People don't realize that by default, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or even Anthropic Claude, which changed in September 2025, by default, your data and conversations are stored for years and used to train the model.
So that's
the product.
That's my own discipline of working classified programs in the military. If I'm not sure I want the world to have it, I don't upload it.
Now, mind you guys, like that's easy to turn on. Like all you gotta do is go to the settings for both those apps and toggle on your data privacy rules,
which I will do today.
Yes, do that, please. If you
it's
haven't,
not already
do
done,
it.
It might already be done.
But over 99% of the consumers that are using ChatGPT or Claude don't even know that exists. Therefore, they are the product, right? You are training it. And so with Fellow Hire, all the frontier models we use, we don't send any data for training or anything. That all runs in an isolated, secure environment for your organization.
And that's really important. And it's really important, one, to know that is possible. You can take advantage of AI with these secure. And I don't think a lot of people know that's possible, that you can set these up with expertise like yours to protect that, both the data privacy and all the compliance stuff that you need to do, but still take advantage of the models.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I take security very, very, very high priority, right? I've gone through tons of, acquisition audits where we've had to go through a fine-tooth comb for any kind of security issues, data leakage, and stuff like that. So Fellow Hire, from the ground up, is built to be SOC, ISO compliant. We have extremely powerful architecture to make sure your data remains your data and is highly secure, and you're not doing crazy things like, hey, I'm a law firm or a marketing firm and all of our documents are on our Windows server. I now have to upload it into the cloud so AI tools can use it. No. Keep your data where it is and where it's highly secure, and we'll bring our AI fellow to you.
Love it.
So
love it. All right. Tell us what time your talk is today, and tell everybody where they can find you here, and then where they can find you not here.
Yeah, obviously. My talk is at 2:45 p.m. I think in Theater 2, the AI workshop. I'm really excited to meet people there. You can reach me online, obviously, through my LinkedIn or at fellowhire.com. I love talking to everybody. So by all means, bother me, ask me questions. I love sharing my knowledge. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share a little bit of knowledge here at Tech Alley.
We're grateful to have you. These are the kinds of things that are gonna, again, help build those connections that are gonna get people. They're gonna get people into the, oh, look how cool this is.
Yeah.
I met Taylor, and Taylor showed me a bunch of things, and now I'm off to the races.
And it's not just how cool this is, because we can all agree AI is cool, right? AI is awesome, it's empowering, but how do we operationalize it so it's secure, cost effective, and really helps enable my business with the least amount of risk?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you so
I love
much
it.
for having
Anything
me.
else you want to leave us with before we let you go? It's just about lunchtime. It's time to jump in that lunch
smells
line.
so good.
It is.
I will
It's
leave
always
you
great.
with, I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, but thank you for having me here again, and looking forward to future sessions.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. All
We'll
right.
catch up with you next month.
Right,
if not
thank you.
sooner. Whew. All right. Where are we? Okay. Looks like we had a little bit of break. I am going to run over and look at that comment. Okay, well, it looks like we didn't really have a comment. It was just a little notice from StreamYard, but that's great because I feel bad when I don't get to see the comments, and I'm working on a solution where I can get like a monitor here, or maybe I'll start putting a laptop here on a different table. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I do like being able to read the comments. You guys quite often make some really great comments, and I don't always get to them right away. But we are always so happy to have you watching. We're happy to have you joining us here on Live from Tech Alley. We'd love to have you come down and join us here at Tech Alley if you're in Las Vegas today. We do this the third Saturday of every month at 3rd Street, Vegas, which is an arts and performance and meeting space here in downtown Las Vegas. It's coincidentally on the corner of 3rd Street and Gas Avenue. We are wrapping up our first round of talks. I'm going to go through what the first round of talks were, because if you're interested in this kind of stuff, we'd love to have you come down. There's more happening throughout the day. So the first round of talks is still wrapping up. Social marketing. Oh, hang on. I think we're getting an announcement, so I'm going to.
It's super important, and it's right here next to you. Especially the folks in the line coming up here, but introduce Chris. Chris.
They're telling us what's for lunch today.
They continue to make sure that meals here and Western and so on are always well fed and taken care of. Another way to come here and have fun to eat, and we'll get let's start.
How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Tech Alley, Josh, thank you very much. This is one of my favorite things to be a part of every month here in the Art District. Tech Alley and what he's created has been absolutely amazing. You guys give it up for Chef Muriel in the back as well here. Chef, he just became the room chef at Taverna, and I am just the consulting recipe design chef right now. But he's the one that is responsible for making all the wonderful dishes now. Just to let you know about the lineup that we have today, we're doing a Japanese-style Hawaiian theme, regular white rice. We have a veggie yakisoba for the vegetarians. Unfortunately, there's no real vegan today. We're also doing a chicken katsu, and then we're also doing a charsu chicken wings. So it's, in regards to the food, the gluten-free would be obviously the rice and the charsu chicken. If there's a gluten problem, you guys can go both of those. Obviously the chicken is not going to be. But then we also have our little famous macaroni salad. So it's a nice little spread, you guys. We're going to ask everybody, we're going to be serving you guys in the first round, just to make sure that everybody gets fed today. And then you're more than welcome to come up after everybody through the line and indulge. So thank you very much again. And Josh, thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right. Yeah, jump on in.
This no brands for free.
Yeah, that's what I say. No brands for free, but we don't get too hung up on it. So it's Paris, right?
Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You are helping out with the marketing for Tech Alley now.
Yes, yeah. So I do some free marketing for him because the Instagram and the Facebook needed a little bit of love. And I update the calendar on their website.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So how did you get involved with Tech Alley?
I had been here a couple times, and I went to the website. I had heard about it through word of mouth, and I went to the website to find the event, and the website was like really outdated. So I got in contact with Joshua and Taylor, who was just on, actually like kind of introduced me, and I told Joshua I loved what he was doing with Tech Alley. Like, this is amazing, and I think Vegas needs a lot more free events like this. And I told him I'd be happy to help him develop the website a little bit more.
That's
and
fantastic.
get some social media presence.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's is your background is in marketing? Tell us about you. Tell us about do you have a business? Let's learn more about Paris.
I'm happy to tell. So I'm Paris Mahan. I own Mahan Marketing. It's a marketing agency. I mostly focus on small brands who are starting and don't know how to start, or brands who have started and they don't know, like, they have a great product, but they don't know why people aren't coming in. And so I do website creation. I do the development, the management. I also do content creation and social media management. And I'm just getting my roll on. I started my business this year, but I've been in marketing.
You're doing a lot of stuff. I'm about to ask you if you have a team or if you're doing it all yourself right now.
Right now, it's just me. And I do have somebody that I bring on board if things get a little too overwhelming at one time. But employee-wise, it's just me.
Okay.
I've been in marketing though for many years. I worked for an IT company out here first as their marketing director, and then I got inspired to start my own business, and they became my first client, and I've just been rolling since then.
Okay. And are you from Vegas or?
So I was born in New Mexico. I was raised here until I was like 8 or 9, and then I moved to Virginia. I finished school there, and then I moved back almost 3 years ago now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So is this your first time at Tech Alley, the event, or have you been to a couple of these already?
Yeah.
So
I've been coming to Tech Alley. I think this is like my 7th or 8th one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So still in the first.
But you've seen a lot of what goes on here, so you have a pretty good idea of what you want to do and how you want to promote Tech Alley.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think the real high points of Tech Alley are that you want people to know about?
I think the speakers are incredible. Like Acacia, last time I was here, put on an amazing presentation, and I think what makes an amazing presentation is when people aren't just promoting themselves, but they're giving actionable advice for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think she does a great job of that. And so I think a lot of the speakers here do a great job of like giving actionable steps you can take today to make your business better.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are not able to get down to Tech Alley, one of the great things about Tech Alley is Josh gets all the talks filmed as much as possible.
Yes, yep.
So if you aren't able to get down here today, you're not in Vegas, or you're in Vegas, but you're not able to get down here, and any of the things we talk about, I'll do the rundown of what's already happened and what's happening again. If you want to see these talks but you can't get down here today, you can go to the Tech Alley YouTube channel, and they won't be up today. I can promise you that. Yeah. But they will be up in the next few weeks, and you can go back probably pretty close to 1.5 or 2 years, and almost all the talks are on there.
Yeah, or you can go to techalley.org, and they're embedded right there on the homepage.
Okay, great. I didn't know they were on the website, but yeah, techalley.org, Tech Alley YouTube channel. That's the great thing, is you don't have to miss out on these talks if you can't make it down here. But we would love for you to come down here and see us.
Yes, it's awesome. So they have the Las Vegas one and they have the Henderson one, and both are phenomenal. I go to both of them.
Yep.
Joshua is like the consultant for Henderson, but he does. I can't remember who runs the Henderson.
Lorraine Yard runs Henderson.
Yes.
Wednesday nights are hard for me, so I don't get down to Henderson. But I will be with Haz Rushdie co-hosting their video pre-show and their video post-show this Wednesday coming up. So I will be there this time.
Yeah, they also put on some great stuff. It's a little bit different than how Vegas Tech Alley runs.
Different vibes, still great.
I don't have a favorite.
Yeah.
But if I did, be right here.
No, definitely. If you can't make it today and you're still interested in all the same topics, come down on Wednesday to Tech Alley Henderson. It's fantastic. It runs a little bit differently. It's still great people, still great for building connections and relationships.
Yeah, 100%.
Those things that are people meet each other, realize they're doing cool stuff, and start a business together.
Yeah.
That's what happens at Tech Alley.
I've met great contacts from Tech Alley that have helped me grow my business, because I'm a first-time business owner. I'm 23. So I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew what I wanted to do. And so I have a lot of people that I've met through Tech Alley that are like mentors, and people here are very happy to help people who are starting businesses. And like the free advice, like you can't put a price on that.
You not only can you not put a price on it, some of these folks here, you will not be able to stop them from giving you free advice.
Yeah.
If they think you're doing something cool and they're interested and they want and they want to know about it and they want to give you advice, and it's real advice. It's not like you got to buy my program. It's like, have you thought about this? Do you know what this thing is?
No, it's like I was saying, actionable steps you can take after you're here.
Yeah.
To grow your business, or to make your business better, or to make you better.
Yeah, the connections are the absolute best part of Tech Alley. The talks are great, but the connections you'll make here are fantastic. What else? What else do you want us to know about you and your company? And
well, Mayhan Marketing is local. It's based here in Vegas. I live. Go double check. Go double check.
well, I can honestly say I think that's the first time that's ever happened here.
Yeah. Well, we came in a Mercedes-Benz today, and I'm pretty sure we're not parked illegally because we live here, but we know where we're parking. But I just had to make sure. I was like, please go check.
Yeah. I mean, if she had said orange Jeep, I would have just left you here to run the show and gone and checked.
And you know what? I would have yapped. It was good.
Yeah, you would have been fine. So anyway, you're a new business owner. We were talking about the connections at Tech Alley. We were getting to the what else do you want us to know about Paris?
Well, I live here. I've got a family here. I have my wonderful boyfriend and his kids. And then I have my brother and his super cute nephews. My youngest nephew is actually why I moved moved back here. And I'm just happy to be here and help build a community here. That's part of the reason why I do the free marketing for Tech Alley. But Mayhan Marketing is always looking for new clients. You don't necessarily have to be a new business or a business who doesn't know what they're doing. I'm so good at LinkedIn and any kind of reels. I'm 23, so my age is my competitive advantage in marketing. I know what stops the scroll.
Yep.
So,
all right, give us a little preview of if we're following Tech Alley on Instagram or following Tech Alley in other places. Give us a little preview of what we're going to see as you take this over and get things going.
Yeah, so I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, taking photos today and little videos. So this week you'll definitely see a reel of kind of everything that's going on here. I've actually got to go get photos of him serving food. I think that'd be great.
I think that'd be a really good one.
Yeah. And then right now we actually have a voting poll up.
Okay.
So we're trying to revamp the logo because we've kind of talked about how it maybe isn't what we want to represent, like how we want the brand represented.
Fair conversation.
Yeah, so there's 4 different like little logos up right now that you can vote on. And so you'll see that. I'm going to post a story about it later too. And yeah, you'll see about this event and about upcoming events, and the calendar on techalley.org is always changing.
Yep.
Not only is it Tech Alley events, but it's free events that are either virtual or in Vegas. So absolutely check it out.
All right, so techalley.org, go check that out. That's great. More changes and under construction and more to follow. Where else should the audience be following Tech Alley? Because I'm following Tech Alley on Instagram. Where else which is, I believe it's just Tech Alley at Tech Alley.
Tech Alley
Tech Alley events.
Yeah.
Tech Alley events on Instagram. Where else on other platforms should we be following Tech Alley?
Facebook, it's also Tech Alley. And that's really all they have right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Are we gonna get a
expand.
TikTok?
Yeah, we'll expand eventually, but right now I'm trying to nail down our audiences for Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Because it's definitely TikTok is the younger audience, and it's really good for like restaurants. I think I'm gonna create Tech Alley on LinkedIn though.
I didn't know it wasn't. It absolutely should be on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I agree. I think LinkedIn will be the next move. I think TikTok's a little bit further out because it's just like I don't think we're quite at the audience for TikTok yet. So LinkedIn will definitely be next.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think LinkedIn is a great audience for this Tech Alley audience and that Tech Alley audience.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you are a young person, if you're interested in all the things we've talked about here that go on at Tech Alley, we would love to have you come down here.
Yeah.
And
Bring your kids.
attend the talks.
Yeah.
Bring your kids.
Any
Yeah. If you're,
age.
it's really great. It's really fantastic. We've had kid entrepreneurs as young as 10 come present here. So
Yeah.
So it's
And I know the people want free food, and there's always an amazing lunch. Like
Yep.
right now, we have chicken katsu, yakisoba noodles, some kind of like chicken wings
yeah,
right now.
there's always lunch is always fantastic. Come on
Phenomenal.
down, get in the lunch line. Just make sure you register. That's the one rule. You've got to scan that QR code and register
Yes.
if you want to come down and get free lunch.
Yes.
And we would really like it, even if you're not going to eat free lunch, scan and register so we know you're here.
Right. Even if you get here and you're like, oh, I forgot to register, there's a bunch of QR codes you can scan when you get here to register.
Okay. So the website, Instagram for sure, Tech Alley events on Instagram.
Yes.
Look out for it coming up on LinkedIn. It's out on Facebook. Where can they find you so that they can connect with you if they want to learn a little more about you or maybe find some collaboration opportunities with you?
Yeah. So I have mayhanmarketing.net, and Mayhan is MAHAN, marketing.net. My website's definitely the best place to get in contact with me. But if you want to follow along the journey, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, literally everything. And that's going to be Mayhan Marketing LLC. If you look me up on LinkedIn, right now it's just my personal page. So it's going to be Paris Mayhan, MAHAN. And unfortunately, I have like 3 because I've gotten locked out of 2. So if you just look for the one with the most recent post, that'll be me.
Yeah, and as you build your business and your prestige, LinkedIn will be willing to help you get those merged back together again.
Yeah.
So you just gotta have a little juice and be like, when you call or email, be like, hey, can you help me out with this? And
Yeah. Well, so they don't have a number you can call.
no, there's no number to call.
Yeah, I got locked out of. So I used to work for an IT company. I talked about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a marketing director LinkedIn page for them, and I got locked out of it. And I went to go send in a support ticket, and they don't allow you to send in a support ticket unless you can log in.
Yep.
But I was locked out, so I found a link where you can send a support ticket without logging in, but they never responded. I sent like maybe 4 in a 2-month span,
Yep.
and just never got anything back. So I just made a new one.
All right, do better, LinkedIn.
Do better, LinkedIn.
I shouldn't say that because
support number.
LinkedIn is where I make a lot of my connections. So
They need a support number.
everybody, honestly, I understand you're trying to cut costs. Everybody needs a support number. If I could solve it on my own through your automated help or your AI help or
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any names here, but I have one company I'm having a real hard time with. Guys, if I could solve it through your AI help chat, I would. It's not that I don't want to, it's that it's not helpful. So there's got to be an alternative.
I think Joshua Levitt might be free and kind of looking to hop on.
I would love to have Josh hop on if he's ready.
I'm gonna let him hop
Anything you want to leave us with before you go?
Mayhan Marketing, MAHAN, marketing.net, and then Mayhan Marketing LLC on pretty much any platform.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us
Thank
today,
you
Paris.
so much.
It was nice
yes,
to meet you.
this is awesome. Like sliding out of this seat.
All right. Yeah, if Josh wants to jump on, have him jump on. No, that's okay. We kind of put that there as a little screen. I didn't think anyone would sit there, but that's actually okay. It's serving the purpose of keeping people away from the camera and the light.
If you don't mind me taking it,
Oh, taking that table?
Taking that table?
Oh, you can take it. Yeah, it just needs to go. It needs to go back right there when it's done. So.
Oh, when the event's done?
Yeah, when the event's done, we promised that we would move everything back where it was.
That's good. Yeah, there's so many people. I'd rather use
Yeah.
some chairs.
No, yeah, that's absolutely.
I can't believe for a freaking July, dude, the line is all the way down.
Is it really?
Corner.
I mean, I saw that it was going out the door, and that's typical, but it didn't click with me that it's going all the way down.
I thought it was going to be a
July is
slow
usually
day.
our slowest month.
Packed. A lot of
great.
new folks, a lot of old friends that I haven't seen in forever.
A lot of new folks, a lot of faces I haven't seen in a while. Logan Brown was here.
Dude, do you believe that? Did he talk on your
We,
session?
Dave was doing an interview with somebody. He wanted to get that on there, so I went and chatted with Logan.
Yeah.
We probably chatted for a good 15 or 20 minutes, and then he and his partner had to go.
That was
So,
a treat, man.
It was great. It was great to see Logan. I'm excited to catch up with him more about the startup he's working for and some of the other ventures he's got planned.
Man, he's humble, and I mean
Yeah.
it when I was announcing him and so on and telling people that, you know, he was one of the people that helped kick this entire ecosystem. I mean, two organizations. Tech Alley,
Logan was the one who told me I had to get down here and start seeing this 5
it?
years ago. So
he was the guy he was really the guy that was keeping the glue together. I mean, you had Tech Alley coming in, which I took a lot of influence and advice from Jeff Sailing, and Logan, and then you know, you got other groups that sort of was coming in at the time. And he kind of was the guy that was keeping everybody sort of. I don't think he was intentionally doing it. He was just, you know, Startup NV's the godfather of the organizations.
Logan is one of those guys when he's enthusiastic about something. And this is what I'm always talking about with why Tech Alley is so great and the people here are so great. He's one of those guys who's like, somebody's doing a really cool thing and you should know about it. You should see it, right? And he just is always, anytime he sees something that's cool, making sure everybody knows about it.
You know what? Now that you say that, I've been sort of kicking myself and going, I used to go to a lot of events. I don't go to a lot anymore, right?
I don't go to a lot anymore. I've got other things going on. I try to go when I can. But what's great is other people are out there and they are saying, hey, at this one coming up, this cool thing's going to happen. You should come.
I think that's what we're missing, right? That Logan, because you're right. Even though I have other things going on, he always sort of gave you the excitement. Like, you're right. I probably should be attending that.
Yeah.
And I'll make that trip downtown and go watch, at least show up.
Yeah, I mean that's the power of what goes on here at Tech Alley. Is there are people here getting to know each other today who, after today is done, one of them's going to hear about something.
Oh yeah,
and they're going to go, oh, I heard about this thing. You'd really love this.
Yeah.
You should come to this.
Yeah. Anyway, it was good to see Logan. I hope he comes more often. Good to see a couple of other folks that have either haven't been in a while or are brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I love to see it.
I love it. I'm having a good time today.
I love to see it. So
Yeah.
So
how's everything else going? Everything good on your end?
everything's going great on our end. You know what I'm super impressed with is just how much not only Third Street Vegas is leaning into like providing support for this event and sponsorship for this event, and they're doing an amazing job. But one of the things we're seeing here, which you guys can't see on camera, but we've got a lot of people who are like have booths that are showing off their businesses. And we're starting to get that kind of expo feel to part of this that you've wanted to bring in for a while.
Yeah. We have the TVs going. Did you see those?
I saw that you got the TV monitors going. I've been telling everybody.
Yeah.
Like I've been reading off the schedule when I get a chance. I'm like, it might be Theater 7, it might be Theater 8, but check the monitors when you get here because we got those running now. So
yeah, and so we're better promoting the speakers. And I've been saying forever, if you have a startup and you have a banner, bring it over here and put it in the hallway.
Yeah, I love it.
I think we need to really promote the startups here and the companies that are here.
I love it. I would love to see like before we start announcements, like a banner parade that just goes like through the announcements area and everybody just kind of holds up their banner and walks through.
A tribute. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
That'd be a lot of fun. So
anyway, good event. Excited about it. I mean, for a July, record breaking.
This is I mean, we've seen it busy, but this is as busy as I've seen it in a while here.
Yeah. I was telling Chris from Taverna, the chef Chris, I go, probably gonna be a light, maybe 100 people. And then when I was just gonna meander over to see the line, I was like, oh my God, it's probably 200 people.
It's great.
Anyway,
it's great.
Yeah. Do you know what's really cool about Third Street too is they have a Shakespeare festival going on and another event upstairs. And even though Tech Alley is doing its own thing, we have the second floor. It's having other groups sort of quasi learn now that Tech Alley is something.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fantastic. I knew there was something else going on. It didn't click with me. There was a Shakespeare's festival because of my involvement in film. I'm also sometimes involved in stuff here at this location because it's a film event going on.
Yeah,
but it's fantastic that these things are going on at the same time. And we're getting that cross-pollination of when people come to attend Tech Alley, they find out about a Shakespeare Film Festival.
That's it.
Or when people come for a Shakespeare Film Festival or some other event, they find out about Tech Alley. Like, I was here the night before Tech Alley last month. The Desert Waves Film Festival was here. And so I was talking to a couple people and I'm saying, yeah, I'm turning around in less than 12 hours and coming back down here to do a live stream. And they were like, oh, what's that about? And some of those folks came to Tech Alley the next day.
Yeah. Good to hear, man.
So
we got to get more people aware of it. Even though I hear how great and the people that do know about Tech Alley, I also hear a good number of people that says I've never heard of it, and they're in the tech and the startup space.
Yeah.
So word of mouth is obviously the best. But
well, you've got Paris helping you out now.
Oh, she's amazing
with the website, and she's going to get some of the social media kicking on this a little bit. So
and that's a huge boost. And especially she started her company as well, but having that subject matter expert that can provide the insights. I always say business isn't intuitive. Everything isn't intuitive. You think you're doing it right, but you realize, oh no.
Yeah, well, I mean, old guys like us don't necessarily know what's going to, stop a 25-year-old from scrolling through and looking at what our content is. So
That's right. So it's good that she's on board helping us out. She's doing, I think, the logo for Tech Alley.
Yeah, I guess there's a contest. So there's a poll somewhere on Instagram. Get out there and look at the options and vote for the new Tech Alley logo. That's super fun.
I think that's.
I mean,
cool.
I do love the classic. I love the simple classic, but we'll let Paris do her thing and figure out what's coming up. So.
Yeah. So anyway, it's good to see everybody. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you're getting some good content. And if there, just as a reminder to everybody on the show, we record all of the sessions. So if you go to the YouTube channel for Tech Alley, and you couldn't make it, or you couldn't make a session or whatever, you can always catch it. I always like to watch the sessions. I learned that Matt one from last month in Vegas AI was amazing.
Yeah, it's we've mentioned that a couple times today. I try to mention that as many times as possible. Is if you can't be here with us, and we would love to have you come down and join us if you're in Las Vegas today, and I'll go through what's coming up. I'll go through what we've done and what's coming up, so you can know if you want to come down today or come back next month. I always say it. If you're interested in any of these things, this is the place you've got to be. Get down here today. Come see these talks. But if you can't, for whatever reason, or you are not in Las Vegas today, you can see all the talks. They won't be up today. I can promise you that. But they will be up in the next few weeks. This month's talks will be up. And I think going back a year and a half or almost 2 years.
I thought 3 years.
Well, however long it is.
4 years maybe.
You can go back and watch all the Who's Got My Money talks. You can go back and watch all the demo time talks. You can go back and see all the stuff that's been happening. So, and if you are not a Las Vegas local and you're watching this and this is sounding interesting to you at all and you are coming to Las Vegas, I will make my pitch now. Plan your trip so you can be here for the third Saturday of the month.
Right.
Come down here and join us at 3rd Street Vegas. One of the things Josh has worked very hard to do is make sure it's completely free to attend Tech Alley. You guys can't see it, but I can see plenty of free street parking on the side streets here. So you don't have to worry about, in downtown Las Vegas, there's a lot of places you have to pay to park. This is not one of them right now.
We'll kind of keep it that way for forever. And not only you got Vegas, you got Henderson every last Wednesday of the month.
I will be there this Wednesday as well. I'm hosting the pre-show and the post-show with Haas. So.
Yeah. And then, we're trying to partner with a lot of people. You got Kurt's Forge group. And, we're talking to Alignable right over here as well. And, you're going to start seeing Tech Alley's name attached to a lot of things out there.
Yeah. So if you're liking what you're seeing on this live stream, come on down and join us. And if you're liking what you see from Tech Alley in general, spread the word. Get on that Instagram, Tech Alley events, like and comment and share on that so we can spread that around. Go check out that website, techalley.org. Let's get the traffic up on that. Check the calendar. They're always updating the calendar on that.
I love it.
Thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you on here. Is there anything else you want to make sure everybody knows about? Do you have any scoops coming up for us for what's coming up in Tech Alley the next couple months?
I don't have any scoops other than this looks like here in Vegas we're getting ready for the monsoon season.
Hey, we're in monsoon season. It's going to be 98 here today, and I'm here for it because a week ago it was 110.
Yeah.
So a week and a half ago it was 110. And if we get, I grew up back east, so I know what real humidity is like. If we get 98 and 25% humidity today, I am here for it. So,
All right, awesome.
So,
Good to see everybody.
all
Good
right,
to see
thanks,
you, man.
Josh.
Thank you.
all right. We are live from Tech Alley. Hi, do you want to come on? Okay, great. I think they might move that table, ma'am. So just keep an eye on your, maybe not. I don't know. Josh was talking about maybe moving that. So just keep an eye on your food so you don't lose it.
Oh, don't worry,
So-
I'll chase my food.
Okay. Well, if she gets up and runs away, it's because that table got moved with her lunch on it.
And
So.
my food went away, and that macaroni salad looks really, really good.
I know. I can see it from here. So I've had it before. It's fantastic. All right. Tell us who you are and what you've got going on.
I'm Star Powell. I'm with K-Shop Radio, and there goes my meal. That's mine. Okay, thank you. See, they're stealing my food already.
I told you.
Haven't even got a bite yet.
I told you.
I am Star Powell. I'm with KSHP Radio. We're at 1400 AM and 107.1 FM. We've been on the air in Las Vegas since 1954.
Okay.
We were one of the first 4 radio stations that came on the air in Las Vegas. So we've been here a long time. We've recently added the FM, and we've got new buyers, new owners, and that was as of December the 1st this past year. We're going to bring it back to its glory. It was back in 54. It was the
Okay.
#1 station here.
What are we gonna hear when we tune in to
We have talk shows.
SHP? Okay.
And we have the original radio shopping show.
Okay.
The radio shopping show has been on since 1981 from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock Monday through Friday and 10 to 11 on Saturdays.
Okay.
And at the indoor flea market on Charleston on Sundays, you can see us and you can buy coupons for over 500 different businesses here in town or in the local area. Hotels, concerts, food, everything at 50, 60, and 70, even 80% off on some items. We have manicures, pedicures, we have hairstylists, we have concerts running out the yin yang. You just would not believe what all we've got available. We've got great coupons for different restaurants, ice cream parlors, a little bit of everything, and all the museums in town.
All right.
So we're trying to let everybody know what we're doing. And for our group here today, we have offered them 15 minutes of free airtime for anyone who's an entrepreneur, who has an interest in advancing their business, finding investors for their business, or finding those that need the services that they have to offer. So they have a 15-minute free interview. All they need to do is contact me.
Okay.
Again, my name is Star Powell, and it's 702-910-6311.
Now, are you recording? Are you doing those live? Are you recording those here today? How are these interviews working?
They can call me and come into the studio Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays. We can do them live from 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning. Or if they want to call me, we can do a Zoom or a Teams. We can record them after hours. They will air on Sunday afternoons if they do the recordings.
Okay.
So
All right.
we want to invite everybody to join the shopping club. It's free, and we'd love to have our listeners. We're a talk show the rest of the time, and if you've got something that you want to talk about an hour a week for 13 weeks, call me.
All right. Well, it sounds like you need to go check out KSHP and hear all that. Not now. Keep watching my show.
Keep watching this show right
Not now. When this is done in a couple of hours,
When you get in your car.
switch over to if you're getting in your car, don't watch this. But click on over to KSHP. It's
1400 AM.
1400 on the AM dial,
And
107.1 on the FM dial. I'm old enough to remember what AM radio is. So
I'm old enough that most of the people that I sell advertising to, parents were not even born when I started radio. I've been in
believe
radio
that.
55 years.
I believe that.
and I love it. It's what I do every
I
day.
believe
I get
that.
up every day for a new group of people and a new
What
challenge.
what is your position at the station? Are you the
I'm
GM or
I'm
you?
No, our GM is Mark Hayes. He's been there with us about 12 or 14 years. I am the marketing director.
Okay, great.
So, love to have you no matter what, whether you just want to listen or whether you'd like to advertise.
Yeah, so for sure, get that punched into your radio.
Yes.
Whether you have one of the old ones where you have to like pull the button out and push,
And
it,
push
in,
it in.
or you've got a fancy modern digital one.
Yes.
Like tell it to get to KSHP,
And you can hear us all the way to Kingman.
and then all the way to Kingman.
Yes.
Yeah, AM. There you go. So
Yes.
that's great. Yeah, because there's a lot of dead spots between Boulder City and Kingman.
There's a few dead spots that we have, but
Yeah.
we're overcoming those.
No, it's great.
We've already raised the power twice since
Nice.
December.
What power? This is only like a me nerd thing, but what power are you at now?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's all right. I'll look it up.
The guys are making changes every day.
That's fantastic.
So-
Okay, so tune in and listen, but also if you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, I assume if you have some kind of event or something that you want to promote, get in touch with Star.
Right.
We're going to have her tell you one more time how to do that. Get in touch with Star and get your 15-minute block where you can come in and talk.
So when I went to get my Nevada phone, they said make sure you get a 702 area code.
Yep.
And then get something that's easy to remember.
Yep.
Well, it's easy for me because the very first radio station I started working at in 1971 was 910 a.m. So I'm 702 910, and my address when I moved here from Albuquerque was 6311. So it's easy for me to remember. 702 910 6311.
I'll tell you what, I'm probably never going to forget it after you explained it that way. So
Thanks a lot for taking time with
my
us.
pleasure. We love having everybody. We want to talk to as many people as we can today. Is there anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go to eat that delicious lunch?
God bless and have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Star.
Thank you. Both of my shoes are.
That's okay. We these chairs are a little tall, so all right. Thank you, Star. All right. Oh, we are in a fantastic time here live from Tech Alley on the third Saturday of the month here at downtown Tech Alley. I am looking. I'm not seeing anybody who wants to join us yet, so I'm going to try to give you the rundown. Oh, Mike Wilson, get your butt over here. I gotta take an opportunity to Mike Wilson when I can get it, because I know Mike Wilson is getting ready to go give his talk in about half an hour, and if I don't get Mike Wilson down, I may never get him again until next month or the month after. So
You were real close. I saw
So-
you pulled me in the tractor beam. You
I
got
did.
me.
I got to get Mike Wilson when I can. There's a couple people I got to get. Like we just had Josh on.
Oh, good.
There's a couple people I got to get you when I can get you, because I know you're either going to go off and do a talk, or you're going to get pulled into some very, very important conversation where it's an opportunity for you and the organizations you represent, or you are helping someone else find an opportunity and expand what they're doing, which is really the important thing and why we're all here today at Tech Alley. So
I'm really glad you brought that up. Thank you, Jason Leduc. Jason Leduc, Leduc Leadership. My goodness, you got to go check out his Instagram, because the
Please,
clips
yeah.
on there are so valuable, and the YouTube as well. Follow the YouTube links. I'm so grateful to be on your podcast. I'm so happy that you do this every week, every month. And Tech Alley, third Saturday every single month. Third Saturday, almost 5 years, I think, or we did just celebrate 5.
we did 5
incredible.
in April. And today, I don't even think I mentioned it online yet. I mentioned it at the announcements. Today is 2 years of live from Tech Alley.
Holy smoke!
2 years we've been doing this live stream.
You know, there's something to be said for consistency, and it really shows. And you can see it here in the community. A lot of good people, and a lot of good people sticking around, and a lot of new people. I see the new people are coming around. So there's so much to do. We've got an incredible presentation set up in Theater 1 with about 5 different speakers. 2 of them are AI, 2 of them are crypto. We're talking about self-custody. We're talking about DeFi, and we're talking about Stand With Crypto, because really right now is our moment to make the Clarity Act happen. If it doesn't happen the next few weeks, then it'll probably be pushed to the next legislative session, because they've got a lot to do there at the House and the Senate.
Yeah,
So
and I want to dig into. I have a bunch of questions for you, because we haven't gotten to talk much, and I do want to get into, before I let you get out of here, the Clarity Act, what Stand With Crypto, what it is, what Stand With Crypto is doing with it. But before we get into all of that, the Orange Rabbit is back.
oh man,
Is it Max the Orange Rabbit?
Max, yeah.
Max the Orange Rabbit is back. The scavenger hunt is back. Tell us what Max the Orange Rabbit is up to. Tell us about bringing the scavenger hunt back. Tell us about what's happening here today with Max the Orange Rabbit.
Oh, thank you so much. So I had developed this orange rabbit a while back, and I'll be honest with you, when I first developed it, it was just basically an idea that I didn't know hadn't taken shape yet. Now it's evolved into the crypto crawl, which we did at the former location at Tech Alley, where we encourage people to go and find these little scavenger hunt items and do the task. And it was super fun and super successful, and everybody had a great time. So we decided to bring it back. This Tech Alley, we'll be doing it again next month. And so if you weren't able to make Tech Alley this time, come out, join us next month, techalley.org. And what you can do is you can scan we have some videos that are clues, basically. And then those clues will take you to the artifacts that are scattered around, usually at the different meetups. And you just tap your phone on the artifact, and it'll bring you up something neat, a little prize or a reward.
Yep. And even if you can't make it down here today, tell them where they can see those videos, because they are fantastic. They are high quality videos. They are entertaining all by themselves, and I cannot wait to see the animated show or animated movie that Max the Rabbit's going to be in after I saw those videos today.
I thank you so much for saying that. James T. Roop did such a wonderful job. He had a computer. He's able to do it on his own computer. So it didn't cost him a penny to make those videos, but those videos would have cost a ton of money, I think, to create.
I'll tell you what, I'm producing films now, and I'm into it. Let's get Max something going, and let's take this somewhere.
I couldn't agree more. I think he's such a fun mascot for everyone too, which is kind of neat. It's so it's a good time. We're having a good time here at Tech Alley, and we're bringing new technology. This is really cutting edge technology. We have 3D printed items and the NFC chips and just the whole integration, the rewards, and it's really fun to do that and to help build community, because really that's what it's about. It's about connecting people, bringing people together around different common causes.
And Josh was just on, and he was telling me the lunch line was all the way down like the other end, which I've never seen here before.
Yeah.
You folks can't see it behind what's going on behind the camera. Have you ever seen anything like? Well, I want you to describe what you're seeing here, because they've already heard me talk about it. I want you to describe what you're seeing here in the dining room and the hallway of what's happening out here at Tech Alley, because I don't think I've ever seen it like we've seen it today.
No, and it couldn't be a better day. There's easily 150 people out here. And what's so exciting about it is Taverna Costera is premiering a very new dish that they're offering at their restaurant. And so the food really it's so good. It's not food for an army. I mean, and I was just remarking, the chef from Taverna Costera is the one serving everyone here. So boy, if he doesn't stand behind his food,
you'll see Chef Chris, like occasionally someone goes, he's wearing a hat, dark hair, goes and walks behind us and smokes. That's Chef Chris.
That's great.
So,
well, the guy knows what he's doing when it comes to food.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing when he's come to food. But even like just the expo side of this and the booths and there's people that got tables and booths set up in the hallway now. And
so I'll tell you a quick story just happened. So I guess I wasn't clear enough when I said it was at Third Street Theater. So I had one of my speakers come in, and he looked, and his eyes just wide, and he said, "Oh my God, I didn't know I had a whole movie screen to work with."
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what you're doing here. It is so entertaining to watch these talks. Tim May had a great talk this morning.
I'm gonna need to go back and watch Tim's talk on the video when it comes out, because I did want to see that, and Tim May is great.
Yeah, I love it. And of course, James T. Roop had some great talks about self-custody. All this is available on YouTube, and we're gonna be streaming. You're gonna be streaming on the same channel. Is that right? You're streaming.
Yes, we are actually. So this live video, you may be watching it on the Leduc Leadership channel. You may be watching it on the Tech Alley channel. So this goes out simultaneously. If you like my channel, great, you'll see it there. If you don't like me for some reason, I don't know why you're watching, but if you don't and you'd rather watch on the Tech Alley channel to give them a boost, that's also awesome, because that's why we're here. You can also find it on my personal LinkedIn page and my business Facebook page, the Leduc Leadership business page. We used to do it on Instagram, but Instagram got weird because it would just give us like the vertical, like this part of it, so we couldn't really fit in. But we're always looking for new places to put it. But yeah, it's amazing what we're seeing today. It's July. July is usually like the least attended Tech Alley of the year because it's super hot. We're indoors now. There are a ton of people. I don't know if I've ever seen this many people here.
So I'm wondering if we're going to end up moving back outside in the winter, though, because I love that balcony. What a great view of downtown, guys. I hope everyone is enjoying.
We originally started doing this show sitting out on the balcony just because it was really nice. The light gets real weird, the shadows and the light, so that's why we ended up moving inside.
Well, this is perfect. This is perfect. And guys, if you could see what I see, there's a huge light with a massive 16-foot tall pole with this huge equipment, all this stuff. you actually lug all this back and forth to get this set up.
We've got it down to a science.
2 years.
We've got. Well, we started out. We had a much bigger footprint. We had multiple cameras. We were using like panel lights. So as I've learned what works and what doesn't work over time, we've actually stripped the setup down to kind of the bare minimum. And it's a couple of quick trips up the stairs or up the elevator with the cases. And then it's a lot of moving tables around and getting stuff set up. But it looks like a lot of stuff. It packs up all into the back of my Jeep. So
well, we're grateful that you do that, and I'd love to help you pack up when you're done. So last time I was on, I only had a few minutes, so thank you for spending a little extra time with me today. But we talked about making a nice clip. So let's see if we can't get a good clip in.
Okay.
And so I'll wrap with this.
Well, but before you want to wrap,
yes.
If I got you for a couple more minutes, the Clarity. I want to get serious. The Clarity Act. What is it? Why do we need to be paying attention to it? Let's start with that.
Let's start with Nevadans. Nevadans want the Clarity Act passed. We have almost 40,000 advocates that are all saying the same thing. And what we're asking is for each and every one of you watching and everyone out there is to reach out to your senator and let them know. If you're not in Nevada, fine, reach out to your senator in your state. But here in Nevada, we want our representatives to know that crypto matters and we want to keep innovation in America. So I'll briefly tell you about the Clarity Act. It is market structure. So we'll find out if the SEC is going to be regulating something or if the CFTC is going to be regulating something. Because with crypto, a lot of times you can have something start out as a commodity, but then turn into a security, or you have vice versa. So we need to know who's regulating it. We also need to have clear guidelines going forward for builders and entrepreneurs and startups, because this is programmable money. We've never seen anything like this before, and we need clear guidelines. If we don't do it now, we're gonna have to wait till next legislative session. So please reach out to your senator and let them know that you want to keep innovation in America.
Yeah, and there was a lot of stuff about the SEC and the CFTC and all that. You can do all that research on your own and figure out what those mean. The important thing here is that the Clarity Act, as I understand it, is going to help set the rules so that all of us can understand the risks better of if we start a new coin, how will it be regulated? There won't be a surprise that, well, today you were regulated here and tomorrow you're regulated here. Those surprises will go away if we do the Clarity Act, right?
Yeah, and really more consumer protection.
Yep.
And that's what we need to get people into the market. So I think we're doing a good job, and I think we'll get there. This is bipartisan, so it doesn't matter. Left, right, wherever you are on the spectrum, it doesn't matter.
Go look it up, understand it. But if this sounds like something that's good for you, or it sounds like a good idea to you, get in touch with your rep.
Yeah.
Check out Stand With Crypto. They can help you do that. Tell us real quick before you go, what is Stand With Crypto, and what's the bigger picture of Stand With Crypto besides just support for the Clarity Act today?
So we're on the ground in 50 states. We have 50 chapter presidents running different communities. And really what we're doing to sum it all up is we're hoping to get crypto holders to convert into crypto voters. And it seems like that's working. That's happening. Crypto votes, guys. And when you're out there, that makes a difference. So some of these elections, were decided by maybe 5 or 10,000 votes. Well, you know what? We can swing that if we have a pro-crypto stance. Someone who has a track record of voting pro-crypto, we're going to support that. So Stand With Crypto has almost 3 million advocates around the country. We know that there's 52 million Americans that own crypto, and they need representation. So when I take my trips to Washington, D.C. for congressional meetings on Capitol Hill, I don't go for myself. I've never gone for myself. I couldn't. I'm representing Nevada and our 40,000 advocates, and then, of course, all across the United States, people who want to keep innovation in America. So you can learn more at standwithcrypto.org. Every representative gets a grade, and these grades aren't based on just how we feel about it. They're based on really what their track record is. So you can see Elizabeth Warren probably gets an F. Our senators here in Nevada get an A, but we need them to stay that way.
They're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Because Stand With Crypto doesn't just rate them on their position; they rate them on are they learning, right?
Yeah,
Are they getting involved? Are they understanding what matters when it comes to this issue? So
That's right.
Our senators, I know our senators, and I don't know our senators personally, but I do know some of the people on their staff, and their staff is also very engaged in this issue as well.
They really are. So I've met with the staff in the past as well. They really want to hear from the constituents. when they know that there's voters here and that this issue matters to them, they really will start to address it. And they're already doing that. We see it. We see it because there's so many people that want to see this innovation stay in America. We're going to set the ground rules, and this will set the pace for the rest of the world. And I'm so excited to be just even a small part of it. And thank you so much for allowing me a platform.
We're excited, one, to have you here with us. Two, we're excited you're doing this and leading the charge on this for Nevada. You don't have to rely just on what you're seeing on TikTok or Instagram or wherever you're getting that information. You don't have to rely on that. Go to Stand With Crypto.
That's right.
Check it out. Decide for yourself if it's, if you think it's portrayed objectively or not. I think it is. But there's a place you can go and learn about this, see what the objective positions are, what the objective, where the pros and cons of this really are. Check out Stand With Crypto, and then if this sounds like something that's really good to you or good for you, use the info on Stand With Crypto, write your representative, call your representative, talk to their staff. Your representative or your senator probably doesn't have time to talk to you. Their staff does, and they will make the time for you. So
yeah, absolutely. And they really want to talk to you, by the way. I mean,
yeah,
they really
do. I mean, I can only speak for in Nevada, but the staff really does want to hear from you. So
yeah,
just remember, like if you go say, hey, I want to talk to someone on the staff about this, you're going to get to talk to someone. If you say you want to talk to the senator about it, it might take you a while. Mike, tell us again where people can find Stand With Crypto and how they can connect, and not just learn about the Clarity Act, but all the other great things that are going on. The Crypto Mondays, the Web3 Wednesdays, the fun Tuesday events, the fun one-off events you guys do with other organizations that are just kind of fun parties.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot going on, so thank you for mentioning that. Go to standwithcrypto.org to learn more. We also have our events listed there that are sponsored by Stand With Crypto. So it doesn't matter if you're in Nevada or where you're at. Go to standwithcrypto.org, click on events, and there'll be a whole long list of different events that we're doing. And then you can go to meetup.com. Look up Vegas Crypto Group on meetup.com. We have our group there where we have our Mondays and our Wednesdays and our Tuesdays and all the
they're all over the place, and they're the regular ones, but there are also some really fun one-offs that just kind of come about, and they're very social, fun events. So
well, we like to keep it casual, no frills, come as you are for most of them. It's really important. In fact, recently we just did a tie-dye, so the whole group did about 15, 20 different tie-dye shirts. They turned out amazing. It was so much fun. We have bingo night. We do trivia.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do karaoke. So, it may sound like a tech meetup, but it's a really good time.
You don't have to know anything about crypto. You don't have to know anything about tech. You don't even have to want to know about those things. Just come and have a good time.
And you'll learn. You'll learn either way, and it's a good time. So thank you so much, Mr. Leduc.
Thank you for joining us and catching us up, because I've wanted to have this catch up for a couple of months now, especially on the Clarity Act. Tell Max the Orange Rabbit I said hi, and let's go make a movie. So
follow the Orange Rabbit and go to standwithcrypto.org, and let's keep innovation in America. The rabbit will be a big part of it, and I can't wait to talk to you more about that.
Thank you. Sounds great. We will see you. Whew. Oh yeah. All right. Mike's gonna bring us a guest. Hey Chef, how are you? Good. Hey, how you been? Yeah, do you want to jump up? We actually, your clips from last month have been running this week as part of the Monday show. So yeah, how are things at Neobank?
Very good, thanks.
So
yeah,
what's new?
I've got big news. So I thought I'd jump on, and
I'm just checking your audio levels over your shoulder.
Good. So I'm launching. I built Brock.
Yep.
Right. So
we talked about that last time.
The which has an acronym. Bankers Revolutionary Operational Keiretsu, but it's your super robo genius banker, and it's live now. So
okay, yeah. When a month ago it's coming. Stay tuned. Now it's live.
Yeah, it's early, so people can get a sneak peek at it right now.
Okay.
It's going to be there's a big splashy event on Friday, July 24th.
Okay.
At the International Business Center.
Okay. Downtown Las Vegas, 4th Street.
Startup Nevada. Downtown Las Vegas, 4th Street. And so I'll be giving away free Spock. So it's a digital asset, but it's totally fungible, convertible into anything. Hopefully people use it to talk to Brock, because Brock burns tokens.
Okay.
And Brock can already do it can tell you your biological age because I'm a biohacker as well as a banker. And I think that we want to be, it doesn't matter how wealthy we are if we're not healthy. So to me, health and wealth go together. And so kind of novel to put the two together. But with Brock, so it's mainly financial.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have her on next.
Yeah, so it's mainly financial tools, financial advice. Can look at your taxes. It's a personal digital assistant though, so not investment advice, not tax advice, not legal advice, but
also very important. Anything you hear that we talk about, not investment advice, not legal advice, we don't give advice here.
That's right. Yeah, and neither do I. I just own a bank. I'm not a financial advisor anymore. So, so people come to this event, free tickets, and on the Luna app.
Yep, Luna.
Yeah, so you can get free tickets there. I'll put if you're posting this, in the comments. I'll put the link to the ticket so people can get the tickets. And yeah, so you get free spot. And the other things it'll do, the Ingram evaluation matrix. So you can take a prospectus, financial information on any stock or anything, a business plan as a PDF, run it through, and Brock will do an analysis on it for you and give it back to you. That costs like 2 tokens.
Okay.
So less than a penny.
And how many tokens are you giving away?
100.
100.
Yeah, 100 and maybe more, but at least 100 to everybody that comes.
Okay.
And
that's coming up this Friday, the 24th.
That's coming up this Friday, yeah. And it's live right now, so you can take a sneak peek. And I love to get feedback, but it's pretty stable, so I won't make any major changes to make sure we don't break anything.
It sounds like it's kind of pretty much there at this point.
It's there, yeah. And the same thing with your with the bio age calculator. So it has the latest methods and tools, not medical advice either, but you can put your blood work in and scan it, like Brock will scan it, and it'll pre-populate an information and tell you what your biological age is versus your chronological age. It's very interesting.
Which is going to be very exciting for some of you and very disappointing for others of you. So do this at your own risk, because you may not feel good about yourself. When you do this.
And and then you can also talk to Brock about any of this stuff. So you could say, hey, what are some popular protocols? And Brock will always tell you to check with your doctor first, because
Not
there's no medical advice. So, but it will, and I've even tried it internationally now. So, international, UK, somebody ran their blood work through it. Canada, somebody ran their blood work through it. US, of course, LabCorp. So it's really instantaneous, gives you cool charts and everything. 2 tokens, I think, for that. Usually 1 or 2 tokens for anything. Also does a personality test, because you need to know what your financial goals are and know a little bit about some people have different risk appetites. Some people want maximum risk and maximum reward. Other people want to be very conservative. What are your goals? What's your personality type? And everyone's probably heard of Myers-Briggs and DISC. The Enneagram is one that maybe people aren't quite so familiar with, but it's fairly well known. Riso Hudson does it. Corporations do it. Government uses them a lot. And I have a proprietary version called the Ingram Enneagram, and 8 questions. I've condensed it down. So it'll again cost 2 tokens. So it costs you nothing because you're getting 100.
Are you seeing a theme? 2 tokens.
Yeah.
It's always 2 tokens.
It's always 2 tokens, sometimes less. So sometimes 1 token. So that's less than a penny. It will, with 8 questions, about 15 minutes, very carefully crafted. So the art in a lot of this is making it simpler and boiling it down. So 8 questions. It'll tell you what your Enneagram type is. And one thing that I do, it's different with the system that we use, is that personalities change over time, but also in circumstance. I'm a different person right here, right now, with camera rolling, than I was standing over there.
One of the big challenges with personality tests of any kind, and the research shows this, is depending on the circumstances and kind of what's happened to you today, you might answer some of the questions a little differently. So you just have to keep that in mind whenever you're taking a personality test. If you're stressed about something today, that might impact your person, and it's with all of them.
Yeah,
So-
and what is unique, particularly unique about this test is the ideology behind it is that you should cultivate all the types because we change over time and we can change moment to moment, and that's a good thing. And actors dial into that. Their best actors dial into that. They're not pretending. They're dialing into something that they actually are. So all of this test, there's more. There's the business canvas, which every business, every seed incubator.
Yeah, if you've been in an incubator or accelerator program, they've made you do a business model canvas.
Brock will do it for you. Sorry, Maggie.
Don't be sorry. Maggie would just be happy to see them done.
Exactly. And it has they'll learn as they do it. So it runs you through the questions, the 15 questions, and explains. So maybe you don't know what that means, right? And so rather than going into the startup meeting, into the incubator, not being prepared, you will be educated and be able to ask even better questions.
Yep.
Same thing with legal agreements, things like that.
Yep.
I was just talking to a lawyer over here. That's the way to use AI, not to try to do the lawyer's work for them, but to obviate dumb questions.
Draft it, get it 90% of the way there, and then let the lawyer or whatever your business is make decisions about the 10% that remain.
Yep. And so Brock will help with that. So I've been a consultant for 20 plus years. Biologically, I'm much younger than my chronological age now because of my protocol. But for 20 plus years now, I've been consulting with the biggest, McKinsey, Bain. I'm not allowed to say who their names are, but companies like that, right? And so people are getting all of that I've documented over the years and thousands of pages. That's part of the knowledge base that you're accessing with Brock for like pennies again. So and it has an avatar. So it's going to be really fun on the big screen. I'm going to be showing it here actually at the next Tech Alley as well.
So get down here to the next Tech Alley.
It's really cool. It's you'll see it, and you can try it out right now. Actually,
where can they get to Brock? Because what I think you want to do, get yourself there, get that account set up so that when you go to the thing on Friday,
you can ask good questions.
You can get those tokens deposited straight into your account.
Right. And so neobanks.com, that's the main company. And then you just put Brock, B-R-O-K, in front of that. And I'll put this in the comments too, because it's not publicly. You're going to be hearing a lot about it. There's a major media event coming up Tuesday as well. You'll be hearing about it in the news probably.
I didn't get my press pass to that.
So okay, I'll get it to you. So you're hearing it here first.
All right. Well, we're beating the major media event, so I'm happy now.
All right. Okay. Yeah. This is breaking. So very excited about it. It's available globally. And that's in a nutshell what it does. The next things that are coming there's a whole bunch more on the roadmap. There's have a patented credit scoring system that's global. That's an alternative thing that Brock will do to help, because just like you need to do scoring on people, with that, which is what I patented was an alternative scoring system for people, fully issued patent, but in the agentic economy, what about the machines? Are we just going to trust those machines? Who's behind the machine? So when you have machines transacting on the other side of a transaction, you're going to want to score those machines.
When you have an agent who is representing you, not only are the people who manage risk going to want to know what that score is, you're going to want to know what that score is. And the nice thing about an agent is you can probably do something about that score if you don't like the score.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so the agent can help you with your score, but also when Brock starts transacting for you, because that's a future capability as well. And there's many other agents that are out there that people are talking about. Our agents, my agent will call your agent and then do business even, and then transact even, your shopping assistant, whatever. All of these future use cases are happening coming on very, very quickly, but you need to vet the other side of that transaction, whether it's a human or a machine. And so I have a provisional patent that extends my patent to include machines.
Love it.
So machines will have a credit score as well.
Love it.
So that's probably enough for today, but
cool.
That's...
do you want to give us just a quick rundown on what neobank is before we let you go?
Neobanks is basically a traditional bank that's gone tech, or a tech that's gone banking, and the two combined. So it can be a standalone company like Chime, Vero, SoFi. Those would often be considered. Revolut would be considered to be neobanks. I actually coined the term, and I wrote a book about it. I showed it last time.
Yeah, you showed it last time.
Neobank, Navigating the Future of Banking. So Neobanks is building a whole global agentic banking system. And these are all the pieces that are falling into place now. And it might have sounded grandiose last week, but now I'm shipping. It's real. It's happening.
Awesome. All right. So get on that website.
Neobanks.com.
Check out Brock.
Yep.
Get yourself registered to get down to the International Innovation Center on 4th Street for Friday's event.
Yep.
Get
yourself a
down
ticket.
there, get your free tokens.
Yep.
Tell everybody where they can do that one more time before we let you go.
Yeah. So Brock, BROK, .neobanks.com. And I'll put it in the comments on here too.
Fantastic.
All
And
right.
you can also just look at his t-shirt as he walks by. So
Neobanks.
all right, thanks. It's
All right.
fantastic to talk to you again. Good luck with the
Pleasure.
event on Friday, and we'll
Thank
see you
you.
next month for your big big
bet.
show next
Yeah,
month. So
that's right.
all right. Hi. What was your name? You were? Yeah, have a seat. Okay, great.
What's your name?
Jason. Yep, go ahead and sit right here. Get your face real close to this microphone, about a fist away. And here, let's raise this up for you a little bit. I don't usually raise it up for people, but you definitely are going to need it. So, all right, come on, hold on, come on. All right, I tell you what, that's not going to happen. So just try to speak loud into that microphone. So, all right,
Alrighty.
Muir,
Yes.
tell us what you got going on.
All right. I have educational videos for toddlers.
Okay.
Which sounds a little crazy. It's ages 6 months to 2 years, and it's videos that will teach them reading and math.
Okay. Which I think is
they're-
great because kids are always demanding to see that screen, even the little ones, like at 6 months. So you may as well put something on there they're going to learn from.
Yeah. Well, I feel a little bad about putting something more on a screen for children, but it's really only 1 minute per day. It's 2 lessons per
Okay.
day.
So there's a program that goes along with it.
Yeah, it's half a minute per lesson, and
Okay.
two per day, and it just shows words while the word is pronounced, and then to teach math, it's dots. The numbers are in the form of dots. So
Okay.
the number 20 is displayed as 20 dots.
Okay.
So you don't have to teach the complexities of the number symbols we use and how they, when you count from 9 to 10, something weird happens with the symbols. If you have 9 dots and then 10 dots, nothing weird happens there. It's just one more dot.
Yeah, what I think is great about that is the way we teach math in this country is we kind of jump right to the symbols and we don't talk about what they mean. And then, like, I'm an engineer, so I've been doing math my whole life, like college math, graduate school math. It's not till you get to like those upper levels of math where they start to talk to you about what numbers really mean again, right? That this symbol is about an actual number of things, about a value of something. And so what you're doing is kind of the way we should be teaching math is we're not talking about a symbol that's a 4. We're talking about 4 things.
Exactly.
Because that's what 4 means. 4 things, not some weird idea of 4 and 6 make 10. But when you take 4 things and you take 6 of the same things, now you have 10 of those things.
Yeah,
So you're
exactly.
actually doing math the way we probably should be teaching it.
Yeah. And so these kids get an intuitive understanding of it. They just have a deep understanding hardwired into their brains. And also, we're teaching the basics, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, by giving little equations. So
Yep.
we'll show 5 dots and then 20 dots and then 100. Say 5 times 20 equals
Yep.
100.
Right. Because we're talking about 100 things, not a line with 2 circles next to it.
Exactly.
Love it. I love it so much. How did you come up with this? How did you get started with this?
I learned about it when my daughter was a baby 45 years ago. And this guy named Glenn Doman was in charge of a hospital full of brain injured children. And he thought, well, to stimulate these kids' brains and help them heal, I'll teach them math and reading. And so that's what he did, what I just described. And he found that when they got older and learned to talk, they were just absolute math whizzes and amazing readers at age 2 or 2.5. And so he thought, well, these kids, some of these kids were missing half their brain. It had been surgically removed. And some others had just terrific injuries. So he thought, well, if these brain injured kids can become math whizzes and readers at age 2, 2.5, how about the healthy kids with the whole brain? So he wrote books, how to teach your baby math and how to teach your baby to read. And I read those books, and I did it on flashcards with my kids. It's on cardboard cards, because this was 45 years ago, of course. And my kids did fabulously well in school. My daughter had a California statewide test in 6th grade, where she got 99th percentile in math and 99th percentile in reading. So highest possible score in both subjects. My son entered academic decathlon in high school. And in the 2010 small school national finals, he got the highest score in the United States. So my kids both did fabulously well. So I'm just trying to share the success I had with my kids with other people, so, in the hope that other kids can have what my kids had.
That's fantastic. Is it ready? Can people start using it now?
Yes.
Where does everybody find it?
It's enthralla.com.
Okay.
Just like enthrall, only enthrall.
Okay. And so what does it look like when you go get on enthralla.com, when you do it from a computer or a phone? What does it look like? What do you show the kids?
Okay, well, the website is just a place where you can sign up to subscribe to the videos.
Okay.
And the videos, it's just a little quick video with just a reading lesson. It's 3 or 4 words in a row where the word is shown on the screen while it's pronounced. And then there will be a little fun video of maybe squirrels chasing each other up a tree.
Okay.
Just so it's not like school or something.
Right.
It doesn't get boring.
Right. So because the kid will learn, okay, I gotta sit through this to see something entertaining, but they're still hearing and seeing as they watch, and so you do that enough times, it starts to stick.
Yeah, and they should actually enjoy the lessons too, because they're quick. Kids enjoy learning things. So anyway, so there's one reading lesson and then a math lesson, which is just one simple equation, like what I mentioned earlier: 5 times 20 equals 100.
And then they do 1 or 2 of these a day.
Yes. So there's one lesson like that. It's 30 seconds long. And then we ask you to wait a while before showing another one so that the kids don't get bored of it.
Okay, cool.
So there's another one every day. So there's a total of 2 new ones every day.
Okay.
And
how many are in the program right now? How many videos have you created?
Well, I have a year's worth of videos created.
So you don't need to worry about it. You're not going to run out of these like in a week if you go get signed up for this.
No, they're good for a year, and
good.
And by the time that year's up, I'll have another year made.
All right, there's going to be plenty there. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell everybody where they can get to it again.
Enthralla.com.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to leave us with before I let you go?
I think that's about.
All right,
it.
great. Well, it was great to meet you.
Great to meet
Thank you for joining us. Enthralla.com. Go check it out. You can't afford to not have your kids watching these videos. So all right. Thank you. Yeah, no, that'd be great. We're going to get you on here one day.
Awesome. So nice to see you. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Did you want to jump on? Josh? Okay, yeah, have a seat. Yeah. Josh,
Cougar.
Cougar, yeah.
No you, so no cougar.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? How is Tech Alley going for you today?
Yeah, it's going good. Just I'm
just looking at your audio level while you're talking.
Yeah. Just let me know if I need to get closer.
No, you're
or
good.
whatnot.
I think you're all right.
No, it's always good just to connect with people and to make new connections and see what people are doing and what kind of ideas they have and what needs that they have, and trying to connect them with the people that can help them in that thing. And so it's great.
Yeah. Well, thanks for commenting and sharing out on the clips we put out, and spreading the word about what's going on here at Tech Alley. And
well, I think if we each come in on each other's posts, it helps everybody's algorithm essentially and gain more visibility.
Absolutely. So how did you get involved in the tech community? What are you working on right now?
Yeah, I lived in Vegas for about a year and a half now, and moved from Northern California.
Okay.
And I have a marketing company, so just helping basically companies make more money, get more visibility. So we do that through, web development and ads and content marketing, and now AEO, SEO.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also involved with different fractional roles with financialadvisors.com. And now with Timothy May, we're doing a startup together.
Oh, cool.
Based on an agentic marketplace, essentially.
Nice.
So
nice. Tim
that's
is
pretty,
great.
Pretty exciting.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So is this your first Tech Alley, or have you been coming for a while?
No, I've just over a year now, I think.
Okay.
I've kind of, I'm not a big self-promoter. I'm really good at promoting other people, but
well, and actually Tech Alley is really good for that. One of the things we've said it a couple times today. Josh was on, and some of the other folks who are kind of regulars at Tech Alley have been on, and one of the things that I really love about Tech Alley is that people will meet you. People will come to Tech Alley for the first time, and they'll get to meet people, and those same people will grab those new people and go, hey, this is somebody really cool. I want to make sure you meet, and you know what they're doing, so you guys can connect. And I think that's the best part of Tech Alley.
Yeah, because I think it seems like we have quite a few new first timers every time.
Yeah.
And if they actually get really connected and have a valuable connection or some other value exchange, then they're apt to come back and then contribute again to the community for what they have to offer. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And you're involved with Tech Alley Henderson and Innovate Henderson.
I am, yeah. I'm going to be a mentor for the Launch Lab with Lorraine. So helping with the kind of go-to-market strategies and that sort of thing. So
yeah, do you want to fill us in a little bit on what Launch Lab is? And it's brand new, so
it's brand new. We actually just met like last week, just to kind of talk about it. So I can tell you kind of what I know so far.
Yeah.
There's essentially for early stage founders who have an idea and they're really not maybe necessarily business people. There's so much that goes into actually having a business. There's different components. And so Lorraine is building Launch Lab, which helps founders become part of a kind of an ecosystem that would give mentors to each module of business to help give this support and understanding and knowledge around each of those modules. So, my module is like kind of go to market. That's which is one of the earlier stages.
Hang on, let's let that announcement go by. Okay. So you're doing go to market, which is honestly one of the most important things, and one of the things that new founders struggle with the most as well.
It is, yeah. AI definitely helps. It helps to, create content. It helps to, even on the strategy side, to help to iterate and think through things. But at the end of the day, what's in your brain has to be, presented in a way that's unique to you and unique to your business, and that you create that unique selling proposition that's understandable to other people as well. So, AI can help you in a lot of different components, but at the same time, you really have to have kind of that nucleus of what you're doing, what you're selling, really in a really understandable way to your own self, which, oftentimes being with other people helps you actually to develop those ideas. So will you understand it in a way that you can actually contribute, and tell other people about it. So
Yeah, the way I've heard it put a lot, if you're going to be a founder, you need to fall in love with the problem, not with the solution.
Yeah.
And a lot of us do that backwards as we come up with the solution because we know the problem exists, but we aren't in love with the problem, we're in love with the solution.
Yeah, and one of the maybe challenges of AI is that it helps you to build right away, which is amazing. Like you can build an MVP really quickly, but at the same time, sometimes some of the strategy steps are glossed over or they miss or not fully developed, which can kind of come back and haunt you later on.
Either you get really lucky and you get it right right away, or you struggle and you've got to come back and do the work. But at some point, you've got to do that strategic level work. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So there was an information meeting a couple weeks ago about Innovation Henderson. The applications are open for the first cohort, I believe. Do you know when those applications close?
I don't know when they close. I know that there is on the next Tech Alley Henderson on the 29th. There's going to be a presentation at the evening to talk more about it.
Okay. So, yes, come on down to Tech Alley Henderson if this sounds interesting to you. I will be hosting the pre-show and the post-show with Hawes.
Awesome. Great.
So I'll be there. You'll be there, it sounds like.
I'll be there.
So come on down, find out more about Innovation Henderson. I know the applications are open now. I'm pretty sure the cohort starts in September. Does that sound right?
Yes.
And I don't remember what day the applications are closing, but you clearly have at least until Wednesday to come on down to Tech Alley Henderson and find out, and probably a little while beyond that.
Probably so, yeah.
Cool. Was there anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go?
No, sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us
All
today.
right, you too.
It was great to see you. All right. Hey, how are you? Good. Have a seat. Welcome back.
Missed you so much. I had to come say hi.
Hey,
again.
we love to hear that around here. So now you took over. We'll have you tell everyone who you are in a bit, but you took over Kurt Walker's Who's Got My Money talk this morning, right?
Yeah, just for this one, yes.
Yeah, so tell us who you are and what you talked about today.
So my name is Denise Davenport. I live in St. George, Utah, and Kurt has been coming down to St. George. Me and him and Michael Spencer have been trying to coordinate starting a tech alley in St. George.
Okay,
and we are
great.
going to be launching that this month, July 29th. Tech alley will be in St. George, Utah for the first time.
Okay, July 29th will be
A Wednesday.
A Wednesday. So
6
so
p.m.
go
to
to
9
Tech
p.m.
Alley Henderson this Wednesday. Go to Tech Alley St. George. I don't know, is that what you guys are calling
Yep.
it? Tech Alley St. George?
Yeah.
Tech Alley St. George on the 29th. It's not that far from Vegas.
No, hour and 45 minutes.
Hour 45. Hour, maybe less, depending on how fast you drive.
And the business owners in St. George are so great. They
Yeah.
want to connect with Vegas. We want to, we've been trying to come down here and connect with Tech Alley down here. I've been traveling down here to come to Tech Alley.
I think it's all goodness. St. George is such a great community. It really, if you're new to Vegas or you're not used to kind of driving around the Southwest, it kind of feels like it's really far. It's not that far.
No.
So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see how the tech alleys can build closer ties between those two business and startup communities.
Yeah, I
So,
would love to see that. Vegas and St. George need to kind of network more and work
Yeah.
together more. We're not that far apart.
No.
And St. George is a great place to do business with. The business owners there are super friendly and want to help people succeed.
yeah,
So,
fun little downtown.
yeah.
So, do you have your speaker lineup set for the 29th yet? I want to get a preview of what's going to get talked about.
Well, what we're going to be doing. We're kind of doing it a little bit smaller scale because
Okay.
we don't think we'll get quite the turnout that Vegas gets.
Hey, we didn't used to get the turnout Vegas gets now, so
We'll grow there.
Yeah.
So to start out with, we'll do a little bit smaller. It's going to be, instead of being like breakout sessions
Mm-hmm.
where every class is an hour and 15 minutes long, it'll be one that's like an hour and a half long and rotate speakers. So we'll
Mm-hmm. Okay.
have like 6 speakers that speak for 15 minutes each,
Okay.
all on the same stage. So you
Yep.
kind of watch for that hour and a half still, but you get a rotation and then all on the same subject. So
Okay.
in this month, July 29th, we will be talking on AI, and there'll be 6 different speakers doing their little
Okay,
piece on
cool.
it. So it's one topic, kind of like this, like you get that whole topic for an hour and 15 minutes, but it's 6 different people's perspective
I
on
love
the
that.
same topic.
I love that because, we do it the way we do it here at Downtown Tech Alley, right? Where we've got the breakout rooms and it's an hour and a half and you kind of jump between the topics and that kind of stuff. And Henderson has their way of doing it, which is, they typically have, I think they have 4 speakers, and one of those is a startup story, like a fireside chat. And then there's like a really highly technical talk as part of that. And then there's usually a more entrepreneurial business talk. talk about that, and then like a community support talk about that. So Henderson has their way of doing it, and then you guys have a different way of doing it, and that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll just keep tailoring it to what works best for the community, but that's how we're going to start.
Great.
And yeah, I'm super excited. I've been wanting to bring Tech Alley to St. George. I've been trying to bring 1 million cups to Vegas. We're still working on that.
1 million. There are a lot of challenges with doing 1 million cups. They have a very demanding
system,
for lack of a better term. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
it's very structured, which I think is great for what it is. But it doesn't let you kind of be loosey goosey to get things started.
Like with Tech Alley, you can
Like with
kinda
Tech
do
Alley, you
it
could be
your way.
loosey goosey. Yeah. It
Yeah.
actually works better that way, I think, for Tech Alley.
I love Tech Alley and I love 1 million cups. That's why I got involved with both of them.
Mhm.
It feels pretty cool to be like an organizer and helping with both entities.
So where and when is the event? What time is the event happening on the 29th?
July 29th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to do it at night.
Uh-huh.
And then it will be at the Black Hill event venue.
Okay, Black Hill event venue. So,
Yep.
What is the tech startup community like in St. George?
So I think that it's not quite as robust as Vegas, but it wants to be.
Okay.
Like I talk to people all the time there that are like, oh, like we just can't find the community here. They're having a hard time finding each other. There isn't a good hub right now for those tech startups to all come together. There needs to be, which is why Tech Alley.
And there wasn't here. And Tech Alley
Yeah.
kind of 5 years ago got that going.
Yeah. And so a lot of the people in St. George are doing things like driving clear to California to go to San Francisco so they can get that connection for tech. I've had several friends that have been coming down here to Tech Alley in Vegas when they're like, oh, there's a tech something that's somewhat close now.
Right.
So St. George needs it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So there's not something good there now. There needs to be. I'm really optimistically hoping that it just is exactly what St. George
It has absolutely worked wonders for the community in Vegas, and it has attracted attention all over the country. So it will do the same for you guys because you're going to do it your way, and I think that's the most important part. Is every community does it their way and what works for them. So
It's going to be fun.
so what did you talk about this morning in your talk?
So in my regular business, I am a founder of a nonprofit organization called Kindness in Motion, and I am all about community, connecting community, bringing people together. Kurt has this really great little system: go to community, go to marketing, go to fundraising, all of the who's got my money, and then he breaks it up into that marketing, fundraising community. And he heavily talks about marketing and fundraising quite a bit. And he's like, you're better on the whole community thing. So I focused all on that. It was all about go-to community and people over profit. Talking about
Fantastic.
create relationship first.
Awesome. All right. Well, before we let you go, is there anything else you want to leave us with?
No, the event on July 29th, I'd definitely love to invite anybody that wants to come out to that. And
Tell everybody, look in that camera, tell everybody where they can find the information about that event, get signed up, get registered for it, where and when it is again, and then where they can find you.
So it's July 29th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Black Hill event venue in St. George. And as far as where to sign up, I do not know the answer to that. I will have to talk to Kurt. I don't know.
Okay. There is a place.
Okay.
So you know where and when it is.
Is
So
it on the Tech Alley website?
Oh, I don't. I'm assuming there is a place.
Okay.
If Kurt knows where it is, there's a place. But the point is, you know where and when it is. St. George isn't that far from Las Vegas. Plan your day on the 29th around going up to St. George. And then we will try to find out in the meantime if you need to get registered before you show up, how to do that, all that good stuff.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. Thanks for joining us today. Hey, how are you? Yeah. Diego, nice to meet you, Diego. Have a seat. All right. Diego, tell us about what you have going on. Is this your first Tech Alley?
First Tech Alley.
First Tech Alley. All right.
And
Are you new to Vegas?
Actually, I'm not in Vegas. I actually am also from St. George.
Oh,
That's
cool.
how I know Denise, who just
Oh,
came up.
awesome. All right.
Yeah. So a little bit about what I do. I
Get close to this microphone.
Sure thing. I run a company called Unlock the ROI for a few years now, and I work exclusively with software companies. And what we do is, all of the steps in a B2B sale, a lot of stuff falls through the cracks. So I just help them figure out a sales system so that none of the deals fall through the
Okay,
cracks.
so you just look for the bottlenecks and the places where things disconnect that keep a lead from turning into a sale.
That's such a beautiful way to put it. And we do that with AI, automation, go-to-market tools, CRMs. the whole tech stack.
What is the most common disconnect or bottleneck that software companies, because software is a little bit different world than other companies. What is the most common thing you see that they need help with?
I love this question, man. So if you have a book a demo button on your website, I once did like just a blind, test of I'm gonna book a bunch of demos with them. About 60% of them, I think it was 63% of them, never responded to their own book a demo request. And I did my best to look like their ICP.
Yep.
So I don't think I got disqualified out. So just that. Just respond
Yeah, I
to
mean,
the lead that's
you'd be surprised, and I know because I used to run my own website for a while, and even with pros running your website, you'd be surprised how many times a button doesn't go somewhere, right?
Yes.
Or you fill out a form and it doesn't, for whatever reason, something changed on the website, and now that form doesn't enter into a CRM; it just goes into a black box somewhere.
Yes, that's exactly what happens. And then the second part of that is just speed to lead.
Yep.
So how fast they get back. So the ones who did respond, I think the average was like 29 hours. So
Too late.
Exactly.
I don't care what your business is. Too late.
They found 10 of your competitors in that
Too late,
time,
right.
and
Right.
got a demo from them in that
Right.
time.
I mean, we
so,
are living in a time where if you're not back within a couple of hours,
yes,
and depending on your industry, a couple of minutes, you lost it. So how did you get involved in this?
Well, for over 10 years, I was in B2B SaaS. It was my career. It's almost cliche, the Bay Area.
All in St. George?
tour.
Oh, you did Bay Area, Silicon Valley.
Bay
Okay.
Area. And then I was also, Portland has a tech scene as well. So I was in the Portland, Oregon tech scene for a minute, bounced around, and then started my own thing a few years ago.
How did you get to St. George?
Good question. A tech company. I was still working a corporate job. I was heading up professional services for one of the tech companies in St. George, and the rest was history.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful little place. So
Have you been?
I've been a number of times.
For anyone who hasn't.
Yeah, it's funny. The longer, some people live in Vegas their whole lives and never go that way, and then I've been up there a number of times for different things. It's a cute little downtown, and it's actually I've been living in Vegas on and off for 25 years. So it's been interesting to watch how Vegas has grown, but also how St. George has grown. Grown up around what used to kind of just be the downtown, and now how many more things are there. So
100%, and it's so entrepreneurial for like per capita, right? Like everybody out there's just got their own thing going.
it kind of needs to be because it's kind of it's not in the middle of nowhere, but St. George is maybe an hour and a half, an hour 45 north of Vegas, and about 4 hours south of Salt Lake. So they're kind of on an island on their own.
How I sell it to folks is there's one target, but it looks like friggin' Mars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's beautiful. So if you like your hiking, your outdoors,
it's all there.
One of the best places
Zion's
for
right
it.
there. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
great. So tell everybody where they can find you. Tell everybody where they can find the company. Tell us a little bit about, you said software companies, but is there an ideal client? Are there people who are watching right now who how do they know they should call you right now?
Okay, cool. If you've got a product-led growth business, if you have an app that you download yourself, if you're in e-commerce or you have a physical product, please don't reach out. I don't know the first thing about those kind of sales.
Don't
not
reach out.
If you do a business-to-business transaction where you have multiple stakeholders, you got contracts, you got signatures, NDAs, the payment sometimes could vary. You got to do a wire, all of these different stakeholders. That's where all the little cracks where your deals are going to just slip through. So that can all be systemized. Sales is just a system, is my belief.
Yep.
And where you can reach me is at unlocktheROI.com. That's the name of the business. I also have a channel, a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Unlock the ROI. And my LinkedIn is Diego Builds.
All right. Fantastic.
Cool.
Well, it's great to meet you. Is there anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go?
Oh, thanks for putting this on. This is awesome, man.
This
Appreciate you.
is great. This is my goal with this was always to take the sidebar conversations. The talks here at Tech Alley are great, and you should definitely come down and see the talks. But the connections that we make, the conversations that we get to have, are really what moves the ball forward for this ecosystem. And so this is just kind of an attempt to let people see this kind of stuff that happens at every Tech Alley, so that
Very
they'll
cool.
see it and go, "Oh, I want to be part of that."
I'll be back for sure. This is
All
my
right.
first one. And I'm
This is your
for sure
first one.
coming back.
We'll see you. Good luck. Are you going to go to your Tech Alley, your St. George Tech Alley on Wednesday?
I'm
Or
even
is it
trying to get
29th?
involved. Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure
I
I'll
think it's going to be
there.
great.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fantastic. I don't think I'll be able to make it, but I can't wait for you guys to come back next month and tell us how it's going up there.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, great to meet you.
See ya.
All right. Was there anybody else? All right. So I thought Mike had someone he wanted us to bring on. What I will do is we're waiting to see if anybody shows up. We're actually getting to the time where we start to shut down, which is crazy funny. It's gone fast today. But what I will do, we've been wall-to-wall guests. I don't think I've read the agenda out even once. God, these glasses are dirty. I cleaned them. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I've been telling you all day long you should come down here to see these amazing talks. And I don't think I've told you once what these amazing talks are. So Tech Alley is the third Saturday of every month here in downtown Las Vegas at 3rd Street, Vegas, at the corner of Gas Avenue and 3rd Street in downtown Las Vegas. It's weird how it all works out, right? But it is I think it's the best event in town for business, for entrepreneurship, for tech. It's kind of the centerpiece of what's going on in our tech community right now. There's a lot of great things going on, but Tech Alley is kind of the centerpiece. It happens every month on the 3rd Saturday of the month. There's still stuff happening today, so you should definitely come on down and join us. I'm going to read you all the things that have happened today and are happening today. If any of them sound good to you, please come on down and join us. Lunch has already happened, so unfortunately I can't get your free lunch, but if you come back next month, you can get in on that. And if you are not in Las Vegas today, or you are not a Las Vegas local, but you're coming to Las Vegas and you can plan your trip around the 3rd Saturday of the month when we're doing this, we'd love to have you. So if you can get in from out of town and join us, we'd love to have you too. So a lot of these talks happen regularly every month. So if you missed it today, you can come in next month and join the next one. And as I mentioned a couple of times, Josh gets all the talks video recorded. You can see them all. They won't be up today, but you can see all the talks over the coming weeks, all the talks that happened here at Tech Alley today. You'll be able to see them on the Tech Alley YouTube channel. You may be watching this on the Tech Alley YouTube channel. You're already there. If you're watching this on the Leduc Leadership and Media Group channel, just move yourself on over to Tech Alley, not now when we're done here, and then watch some of those videos. But so starting at 11 this morning. So the way Tech Alley works is there's networking coffee kind of stuff at 10 a.m. We do announcements about 10:30, 10:35. Let everybody know what the agenda is for the day. All the folks who have something they want to promote kind of get up there. We try to get as many of them on here as well so you can see them. So that's what happens at 10. And then at 11, the first round of talks starts. Today, that first round of talks, Jackson Wright did social marketing. Tim May did the Las Vegas AI meetup. Trinice Davenport filled in for Kurt Walker and did the Who's Got My Money talk. James T. Roop did blockchain self-custody in Theater 4 today. And I believe James talked a lot about his journey implementing AI into his business today. And I love to see that, and I love to see more of that. Rachel Gomez-Autry from UNLV did Innovation Essentials. Caleb Green, the startup attorney, was talking to people and answering their legal questions about their startups here in the dining room. And then Irina Kristinko, who's a strategic finance consultant, also did the same thing here in the dining room. She just was answering people's financial questions. So right now we are in the second round of talks. It is 1:38 right now. The second round of talks started at 1:15. Our good friend Mike Wilson, who you may have seen on here a few minutes ago, he's doing the Vegas Crypto Group talk right now. Josh Stacy's in the AI Workshop Theater right now. Adam Englander is doing the Las Vegas Python meetup in Theater 3, and Maria Christidi is doing the AWS Users Group in Theater 6 or 7. Check the monitors when you get down here. By the way, we have monitors now. You can see what's going on in the theaters because it's on the monitor. Sorry about that. Right, and then at 2:30, the third and final round of talks will be occurring. How to pitch and protect when you are starting your business, when you are sharing your business ideas with Acacia Thornton in Theater 1. That's actually a really good one. I'm going to have to go watch that tape. And then Taylor Dondix, who was just on a little while ago with us, is also doing AI Workshop Theater in Theater 2. So that's what has happened. That is what is happening today. You can expect to see all things like that if you come down to Tech Alley today or next month. We'd love to see you down here. I'll tell you what, I am going to just take a minute. I'm going to grab a glass of water to kind of clear out my throat here. I'm going to take a look around and see if anybody wants to come on. If they do, we'll get them on. If not, we'll start getting ready to sign off here. But I will be right back. Sit tight and don't go anywhere. And if that's the end of our guest today, we'll sign off in a minute. All right. Well, I don't see anybody waiting. I don't see anybody waving me over. I don't see anybody rushing in here. So we're gonna sign off to you guys. It is always an honor and a privilege to be part of what's happening here at Tech Alley. Josh and the team do such a great job putting these events together. 3rd Street Vegas providing the location, Taverna Costera providing lunch. Everybody's so great. Everybody you meet here is so great. The conversations are so great. The talks are so great. It's really an honor and a privilege. I am always grateful that Josh lets us come on and do this as part of the Tech Alley event every month. I love doing this. Love having these conversations. Love getting to share the amazing people here who are here at Tech Alley and all the great things they're doing. So it is always an honor and a privilege. I know sometimes we have video quality problems on the live stream with all the traffic here, all the data traffic with so many people in such a small area. We are working on solutions for that. If you're seeing that there's video quality problems and it's really it's impacting you not getting to see the conversations we're having, please let me know. We record all of these in 4K. So if we have recorded one of these interviews here and you'd really like to see it, please reach out and let you know. We do have all this recorded in higher quality video, and we can get it up if people are interested in seeing them. We try to bring you clips on Vegas Startup Scene every Monday. That's the weekly rundown I do of the news that's happening, news and the wins, especially the wins that are happening in our tech community here in Las Vegas. And we heard about a lot of them today. So tune in every Monday at 10 a.m. That goes up on the Leduc Leadership and Media Group channel, Vegas Startup Scene. Get all the news and all the wins that are happening in our tech ecosystem in our community here. So thank you for joining us today. Again, I apologize if I didn't get to your comments. I don't see any in there. We're always working on kind of running this and improving this. If the video's quality's been a problem, please let me know. And if there's something you want to get the high quality video on, please let me know. We'll get that posted for you. Anyway, thank you again for joining us today for Live from Tech Alley. Tune in for Vegas Startup Scene on Mondays, Leadership TTP episodes, Tactic, Techniques, and Procedures episodes on Tuesdays, and the Leaders Mindset interviews on Thursdays. As I said, it's an honor and a privilege to bring this to you. We love doing this. We will keep doing it as long as you all want to watch. In fact, we'll probably keep doing it long after that. So thank you for joining us today. Go out there, do great things, onward and upward.